Alrighty. Hello, everyone, and welcome to week number 8 of Nomi League Season 3, sponsored by Riichi City. Big shout outs. Thank you so much for all that you're doing for the Western Mahjong community. We really appreciate it. I am Damien, and today I am joined by the lovely Whale. Whale, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, Damien. I'm doing great. I'm excited to see some good old-fashioned mahjong, some good old tile slapping. Should be a good time.
Yeah, and it looks like we got two pretty exciting games tonight because of the way things have worked out. As you can see, the top four, like most of the top four teams, are playing at one table, and most of the bottom four table teams are playing at one table. So a lot of potential for standing shakeup as we approach the halfway mark.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I hope for the lower table's sake that it's a little bit more neutral, so they can all stay in the running a little bit more. But we'll see.
Yeah, we would really like, at least for the sake of the viewers, for the Triad and the Yakumen to find at least a little bit of footing tonight, just to keep the league interesting. Make sure that
Yeah.
everyone's still a competitor going down the stretch.
And remember, everyone, this is not scripted in any way, shape, or form. Don't worry about it.
Of course not, never. Anyways, let's talk a little bit about the format. So, while the point totals may look daunting, even the even the teams all the way at the bottom still have a chance because we have a lot of games left to play, and there are a lot of points for winning any of these games. With the 30-10 Uma and 20 Oka, every first place pays out almost minimum 50k points. So your team can get back in
Pretty
the
good.
running just like that. It does not
Mhm.
take that many games to recover from absolutely massive deficits.
Especially if the Toby being off, that means you could technically rack up infinite. We've almost seen a game where someone even hit 100 points. Honestly,
Yeah,
that was crazy. That was just last month too.
yeah, and actually, we get to see that very talented Eric play again tonight. So let's see if he can repeat such a blazing performance. He's been struggling a little bit lately. Last table was not too kind to him, but now he's got the opportunity to really put it into gear for the Triad.
Yeah. Honestly, of course, rooting for the Triads versus the Penguins. Last time they fought, it was a real. It was a little one sided. So I'm hoping it's one sided the other way this time.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say. Like, I looking at the game sheets for the Triads this season so far, if you told me that they had been cursed by some sort of malevolent entity or witch or foul spirit, I'd believe you. They have
Hon-
just not had a lot of luck so far.
It's possible. Anything's technically possible in Mahjong. Sometimes you just get Yakitori fourth games and you get it like 3 times in a row and you wonder yourself, what should you possibly do to get rid of this?
Yeah, was this my fault? Was there even a way out here, or was this inevitable? Am I
Yeah.
just doomed? But
One of my Oh, it looks like we got some live feed finally.
all right, we are starting. Who is our first dealer tonight? Oh, Kevin. Okay.
The man of the team Yakumen. They're doing all right so far, I'd say.
I mean they've had a rough go of it too, to be honest. They're like obviously not in as deep as the Triad, but they still have a lot of work to do if
Yeah,
they
yeah.
want to make that final table.
It's been about 3 weeks since we last saw Kevin at the table, but we missed him and we're happy he's back. Last performance was pretty good too, so we'll see if he gets a repeat.
How are we feeling about this high pie? I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. It's not perfect. A
No,
little bit
no,
of awkwardness.
it's like 4 isolating tiles, but technically you could just like yeah, we're probably just gonna ham fist Honitsu here. We'll see. It does look like it when he cuts the 3 set though.
Oh, didn't get a really good look at Eric's hand. That one pretty fast.
Yeah.
Pio also
Ooh,
looking a little heavy on the honors.
I'm a big fan
Seven.
of Julian's fan. That was a really nice hand though,
Hmm.
from the quick look.
Okay. Eric's got some decent
Yeah.
shapes as well. Gets another Reodman picked up right there.
Oh, picked up a double tune actually for PO. That could go miles if he starting to call, which he probably will start if Kevin starts cutting any of their honors.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see if he calls the tune immediately on this because it doesn't look super valuable. But it could be fairly fast if he decides to call it down.
If he gets another double, I also won't be too surprised if he just ham fists the toy toy. Ooh, you only getting a double west, but they are not west seats, so that and they also cut one of the west too, so it kind of feels bad.
Yeah, I mean, you just hold it as a safe tile for later. Probably shouldn't be too much of a hindrance.
One would hope. One would hope.
Oh, Pio drung from the
Uh,
wrong wall
I
there.
was like, wait, it looked like Pio drew the wrong one. Oh, he drew another double. He might actually just go Toy Toy or Chi Toy, actually. I'm hoping for the former because I'm a big fan of it, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Oh,
Toy Toy is
yep,
pretty
there's the
reasonable.
call. Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you have the Yakuhai. It makes a lot of sense.
hmm Now you have two outs, and honestly, if you hit the Yakuhai, three Han, Toy Toy, that's that good stuff. Love the foo.
Yeah, seriously. Kevin cutting the Dora there. It looks like all these hands are not really great at incorporating the Dora.
No, not particularly so. Though, I mean, technically Eric's hand could have, but yeah, it's fine.
Also, Pio,
Hmm.
if he wants to, could get a little cheeky with it and maybe Hellweight Tonki on it, but
Oh, that's you know, it's East One, maybe. Why not?
also Pio would definitely do that. He is the greediest man I've ever seen at the Mahjong table.
You're not wrong. Every time I play it, oh, he hit another double too. Truly, Pio is just happy as can be.
Yeah, that's a very, very nice aesthetic setup for that Toy Toy.
Evan can just not draw into this Honitsu. He had such a good Honitsu start, and now he's just drawing
Yeah,
duds.
a lot of the time it
Well,
feels like treading water when you're sort of getting late into the hand, and you like the high pie looked Honitsu, and then you're like, okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down, and then you never draw another tile in that suit for the rest of the hand.
it is depressing sometimes. This is, of course, Aka-Ari, so Honitsu is not as strong as it is in Akanashi, but still a very valid hand.
Yeah, there's a you can go a long way with it. Also, interesting to note, we got to see how SI Bowler, aka Kevin, handles those 3 pins. That is one of his favorite occult tiles. So
Really? All
yeah,
right.
we'll see if any interesting things come of that.
Speaking of those safety tiles, Julian just cut the west, so I'm
Hmm.
guessing the second one might come out soon too. They just ooh, interesting double eight pickup for Eric.
Yeah, now giving that chance a hand, that hand a chance at Ipeco.
Yeah, and another Dora cut. I don't think you want to do the Dora Tonki.
Yeah, it doesn't really work anymore.
Why not? Try it anyway. See what happens.
Okay,
you
looks like
know,
Eric is just content to take the Tanyo here.
yeah. I mean, that is a tempai, isn't it? Don't mind it whatsoever.
Goes for the Shabo.
Yeah. Well, oh, that was a call. I was like, what's that? Oh yeah, the call from Pio, and now they're also going to be on tempai. Chun and nine. Wait.
Oh,
Oh,
very
wait. He cuts
greedy.
the
Opts to
nine.
try and go for the Honitsu as well.
Yeah, not Tenpai. My mistake. I'm sorry, Pio. I thought we were out here doing three hot hands.
Like I said, the greediest man I've ever seen at the Mahjong table.
Mm. And I think actually that might keep. Well, no, I think the West is a safe tile no matter what, unless it's like a weird Tonki, right? So I think the West still can come out. They might be
Yeah.
afraid from Pio's Tonitsu, but I think it'll be fine.
Also, interesting to note that this could make Eric's weight a little bit more potent because now 3 of those 7 M's are stuck in Pio's call.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
perhaps
Oh,
easier to see that 8. Oh, but we're gonna get the Riichi.
Riichi. Yeah, and the hand covered it partially, so I didn't get to see the full weight.
Yeah, it does this 8 so Genbutsu or no?
No.
No. Okay. Oh yes,
Otherwise, it might have
because
been cut there. Yeah.
yeah.
And Pio just trucking along.
The one thing that I will say is as far as 4
Oh, it's a
tile
Shabo on the 5 and the white. There we go.
okay. The one thing that I will say is that as far as 4 tile hands
Oh,
go,
5 so in the white. Sorry. Oh, the 8 comes
oh
out.
yeah, that is gonna change Eric's weight.
Yeah, that's sad. I mean, I get it. I get it. They're just trying to not deal into the Riichi. I get it.
Yeah, I believe it's now 7 so and 8 mon
Yeah,
Shabo.
it's 7 and
Yeah,
8. Yeah, Shabo. Just a much significantly worse weight. And now that's just not Tempai.
yeah, makes sense to stop there.
So yeah, Eric falls out of Tempai, and we keep on cooking.
Oh no, that actually looked like a 1-4 Rionman weight for Julian, and the Haku is the pair.
Wait, really?
Yeah, because it was
Oh,
three five 5Ps. I just need to see it again, but
I thought it was double 5-so. Maybe I misread it. We will find out in a second.
or oh no, I'm
No,
just
yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
Never
I was
mind.
like, wait, I was like, I swore I read the
Okay,
I
no, no, no.
swore it was double
I
right.
missed the Forso somehow. My
You hit
apologies.
me with the reversal there. I was like,
Okay,
oh,
yeah. So that's gonna be Riichi Haku Sumo. Pretty nice start for Julian. Oh, and the
yeah,
Aka. So that's
yeah.
a Mongon to start.
Don't mind that whatsoever. And of course, Kevin, not a huge fan of that. Dealership losing just double the points for no reason. Gotta love that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kabari always painful, but it's the price that you
Yeah.
pay for your explosive power as the dealer.
You. This is honestly nice starting hand for Eric. I don't really hate these kind of hands when
Ooh,
you
and
have
two of the
like,
Dora, because that I believe that's a West indicator.
yeah, it is. Yeah. So you have double
So
North Dora, and like four is three decent blocks, maybe four if we get there.
yeah, there's a lot of potential there for Eric to win big after that.
And honestly, a nice structural hand for Kevin as well. I think he can start utilizing those Akas to get somewhere.
I feel like Pio's hand has some decent legs for something horizontal, but has to find like one or two upgrades.
And there's the upgrade for Kevin there, getting another side through their weight.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Eric just opting to pick up those groups as much as possible, try and progress that forward. There's some
Ooh, the
vague
double
uppers on.
four.
Oh.
We don't really technically like that because we really want to use the Aka, but we're like, all right, we'll take it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
Ooh,
this early it's fine to just take the upgrade, I think, but
yeah.
you're really
And
hoping
choosing to
that.
choosing to cut the south there, we're maybe shifting to a little bit more of a Tanyao approach, hopefully.
Yeah, and also you can just keep it as something a little bit safer for later.
Yeah, probably. Ooh, nice pickup for you, Leland, because now we got the 7-8. If we hit that 6, that 3 sides, that's something people dream of.
Yeah, it's very nice to have those easy to complete blocks when you're pushing forward. Huh. Pio
Well,
picking up some
it
awkward pairs here.
yeah, honestly, a little too many doubles to make yourself happy. Because, you hit the 3 doubles and you're just like, oh, could we not?
Yeah, I like the 9 so there. Allows for some sort of Tanya route as well. I think that's
hmm
a good way to accept what's happening.
That's a nice way to put it. Accept what's happening.
Yeah, Eric not looking like he's making a lot of progress, but it seems like he now wants to shift more towards that lower Sanchoku idea to add some callability behind his Dora. Interesting cut in the 4 there. I guess deciding that the acceptance of a floating tile is not particularly necessary at this point.
And
Oh,
another double pickup for Pio, my favorite. Ooh, hey, they
yeah.
6. So that's great shapes now, really. That's really good. Though they're going to have to probably chuck the Dora, which is going to be a shame.
Yes, definitely very hard bridge to cross once you get to it.
Yeah, especially because we're in the mid of the second line. Like, you kind of have to start doing it now, or you're just never going to cut it, and then it'll just weigh your hand down forever.
Yeah. It's a
Ooh,
shame
this
that
is.
Pio. Oh,
I was gonna say this is probably actually the junction they have to do at this 111. It's pretty good.
yeah, the shapes just kind of speak to you if you do it like that. Big
Sorry, and you were
dependency
saying?
on Sanso. It's a shame for Pio that he cut the 7 pin earlier because that cut is sort of making it hard to transition into a Cheetoy. But picking up an
Yeah.
Anko
Oh,
there will assist in moving the hand forward.
maybe we could just do another run back at the Toy Toy. Hey, the 9 pickup. Wow, this hand just keeps on trucking, huh?
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm not 100% sure if you want that because you really do want to keep that Aka 5 so and
Yeah.
transitioning the 4 so to be your pair really puts a damper on that.
It is awkward. Okay, so we're gonna cut the 4. I mean, the worst case scenario here is we might have to cut the 1, and like that's not that bad. We'll
Oh
see.
yeah, I guess it can be a headless Anko as well, so
Yeah,
pretty good
a little
to do it
flexible
like
in
that.
there.
I like
We'll
that.
see. Man, it's Paris City out here tonight. Let me just tell you.
Yeah, Eric
I
has
don't
a
even.
very promising route to Toy Toy now.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, awkward 5 pickup for PO. Is he going to be greedy with it? Oh, of course
Yes,
he's going to be greedy with it. Yeah,
it's PO.
that was a possibly a redundant question.
No, I know my captain, and he he will absolutely keep that. Yeah,
Hard pick
interesting
here for
crossroads
Ken.
here.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, we don't want too many doubles bogging down the hand.
Yeah, fixing the shapes that are already more complete as well. Higher chance to reinforce the bad stuff. Yeah, yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah, I think that Aka's got to go, buddy.
Is he gonna Riichi the Shabo, or is he gonna do something ridiculous? He's gonna do
Oh, he
something
did something
ridiculous.
ridiculous. He's gonna do
Yeah,
Itsu.
yeah. There's an
Uh,
E2 transition in there, but it can get very awkward. If he draws the 6P, he will be in Furiton from the 7 so that he dropped earlier.
we're just gonna
So
pretend that's not gonna happen. Obviously.
yeah, big potential drawbacks, but
Hmm. I don't actually know how safe the 6 is later. Oh, we got ourselves a call and quick draw already from PO. He's ready for it.
yeah. I think you just throw that back. Doesn't do much, but I guess safety maybe. I don't know. Not a great crossroads. Again, very weird
No.
progression from PO here.
And oh, little fumble, but all good. Oh,
Ooh,
there's the
that could
North.
be completing Eric's Toy Toy, which would be very dangerous here. I like that he opts to not throw it until Tenpai, though.
Yeah, I mean, Pio will be chucking something of value if he gets Tenpai, but we'll see which.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Oh, yeah, I guess he could Donkey, maybe.
I don't
Jesus.
want to. Oh, hey, the 5 for Kevin. There we go. Yeah, and that is
Yep.
a Riichi Shabo 5S 2P. Little Tanyao action for all of us. And a little half Suji kind of on it, too, so that's a little fun.
Very dangerous decisions here for Pio. Not a lot of safety in the hand, and
No.
but not that much time to defend.
No, yeah. I
Okay.
mean, he goes for the Nakasuji with the 6-0, which is basically your best ratting.
Yeah, that's a
So,
safe bet.
yeah. The safest you're probably going to get at this junction. Though, I mean, they got 2 lines to think through, so they have a lot of information to try and diagnose a way to not dealing in.
Yeah, and it's a shorter amount of defense, so
Yeah.
could
I mean, I would take this any day of the week over than like turn 2 Riichi. That stuff happens. I'm just like, all right, sure, I guess.
yeah, I guess I'm guessing for my life, literally every single opportunity. That's great.
Yeah, it's just truly the funnest situation to be put in.
Yeah, Julian has a lot of safety here, so being able to just cut the rest of the one so Anko, he should be at
I'm
no risk whatsoever.
I'm just really sad that Eric isn't Tenpai here. I feel like it'd be really nice if we could see a push there, but
Yeah,
alas.
very rough that he wasn't ready to call for the Toy Toy when the first North came out, and then the second North comes out. It's too suspicious, goes to somebody else, and he just
Yeah.
can't get that last call that he needed.
Like, where even is the 1 dot right now? You'd think maybe the 1 dot might at least show its face, but here we are.
Yeah, feels like one of those things that should be easier to draw, but with one in PO's hand, it
And yeah.
yeah, never materialized for Eric.
And then probably, yeah, Pio drops the 1B because it's Genbutsu now, so you're just like, ah, how fun.
Yeah, no path to K10 either, so very easy to just put it away.
Yeah, and I do believe we're going to get ourselves to a beautiful exhaust where everyone pays Kevin a big old fat 1,000.
Yep.
And that's what indeed what it's going to be. All right, Kevin getting a 2K for their troubles. One reach stick still in the center, and we got a Homba too. So 1,300 for anyone who wins the next hand.
25. We have big Homba here. We
Oh, we've
do
got
not.
big Homba? Oh,
Yeah,
my
we do not take
mistake.
the repeat lightly. We expect it to matter here at Riichi Nomi.
Yeah, there we go. That's how you know you got hair on your chest. You do
Ooh,
big
callable for
Homba.
PO with that Hatsu.
Oh yeah, wow.
And does have Dora acceptance as well.
Yep. And if I know Pio, he's gonna go for it too.
Of course, yes.
Great
Nice round
upgrade for
and
the
draw.
Julian. Yeah, that 4 is huge. Oh
Ooh,
wow,
two
double
Aka.
Aka
And
white.
oh my gosh,
Oh
I love Kevin's
wow.
hand. Oh my god, I love Kevin's hand.
Now watch him be Shanten Hell for a while.
Well, I
I
mean,
hope
at
not.
least it has the call ability, so it shouldn't get stuck for too long.
One would hope. One would hope. I hope not. I think this green's coming out. Yep, and I
Yeah,
imagine a
PO
call. Yep.
calls that.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, getting the Riichi stick and the Homba here is definitely worth it.
I will say Pio takes a very unorthodox approach of calling. A lot of people call to try and like speed up their hand in the sense of like, okay, I will go for this set value. Pio calls and then decides, you know what, I'm gonna change the hand midway through for more greed.
Yeah, we can go for more here.
It's just
Also,
it's a different take. But yeah, we'll go on.
yeah. Another thing is, I bet that as much as we're loving Kevin's hand on commentary, I bet he's loving it even more because of the good vibes of drawing a fully completed sequence with the 3P right off the bat.
Yes. Yep. 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 Gotta love that. A nice little pick up the 6, fixing another block, and a useless West. Oh well.
Yeah, stuck at Ish on 10. Oh, Eric picking up a
Oh,
second
Eric, double
Dora.
Dora. Wow.
Ooh,
All right. This hand's
everybody's
kind
kind
of
of cooking.
cooking. Yeah.
Yeah.
1-3-5 shape for PO. I actually kind of love those shapes because I'm a big fan of Suji traps. Not that Suji traps
Yeah.
work very well when you're already open, but you know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the Yuran is a very divisive shape. I kind of hate them because it's just like,
Uh,
man, this is taking up 3 slots in my hand. This could be a real Rionman. What am I doing?
and yeah, PO also just picking up a huge upgrade there for the quality of the hand, and same here too. A nice little double for Julian. There you go.
Yeah, doesn't want to take the upgrade there. Would rather keep the option to call the Haku.
Yeah, I mean, I want the Haka too. I mean, sounds good. And that is a yep. Call
Little
by
Freudian slip there
PO.
for PO.
I do not believe they're temp by still, but you know,
No, PO made
real
Tenpai on that.
close.
He's
Oh, is he?
yeah, PO is now Tenpai on Tonki 5M
Oh, I
because
was like,
you
either
know
he's Tonki on the 5M or he's not Tonki. I can't tell.
yeah, he wants that Aka 5 so deal in. Sorry,
Oh no,
5M.
yeah, he
5M.
wants the 5M. Yeah, you're right. It is a Tonki on the 5. And wait, he just killed his Tempai.
No, he cut 4P Karagiri. He drew a 4P as well.
Oh, he drew a 4P. Did Karagiri? Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
see. Okay, my mistake.
No, I mean it's a little harder to see because he's left-handed. So
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was like, man, it's weird that it's harder for me to read PO's hand than everyone else. It's because he just draws wrong. I forgot. Yeah.
yeah, I don't think you switch your Tonki for that. I mean it's a little bit higher quality, but
No, yeah,
I,
yeah, no,
I
you
think
shouldn't.
I think what he's really looking for is a 5
Oh,
so to Tonki on.
that is a Riichi on. Was it? It was two-sided, I think. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh no, it's three-sided. White
Oh, was that
2-5.
Nantotsu? I missed it.
We will find out in a second. Hold on to your seats.
Very awkward situation for PO here. You want to fight for the dealership, and
Yeah.
Julian's Riichi is very threatening here.
We are hearing it's a technical error. It is just 2-5. The Haku is not there. I was very
I see.
confused.
Yeah,
for a
I was
second.
about to say.
I was like, I swore this is Pinfu. Where's the Haku coming from?
Oh, and a nice Toitsuba developing for Eric. One away for Chitoy now.
Yeah. Ooh. Well, that doesn't help much actually at all.
Doesn't really do anything.
I just thought I was like, wait, this doesn't do anything.
The problem is that it may encourage a deal in.
No, Pio's just
Well,
gonna stay true to his guns of the 5M. And
Yeah,
remember, head bump is off, so we could see some cool fireworks if Kevin for some reason wants to cut the 5.
How accessible is this weight? 5M is looking pretty contested. A lot of people.
Oh yeah, it's
currently
not coming
calling.
out ever. I don't think.
The problem is, what about the 2M? I believe there is one in PO's calls, but other than that, I think it's pretty live in the wall.
Yeah, the 2 could definitely. Oh, well,
Okay, that's the
now we
second one,
see the
so
2. Yeah, yeah.
Two
Through
live in the
Kevin's.
wall, and a huge hand available here for Kevin
Yeah.
on the Haku.
Dora White. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be Dora 4, Dora 5. No, yeah, because it's the double Dora.
Yeah,
and
double
then-
Dora White, which is a Mungon, I believe, with the Fu, or I could
Yeah,
be wrong.
that would be Mongon. Yeah,
But
'cause
it's Atsuzuke. They need the white.
yeah, the Haku is necessary, but the only person who would really hold it back is Eric. So I think very easy to win, at least theoretically.
And this is a Suji that Pio built himself, so I think that he'll cut the 7. We'll see.
Yeah, no reason to switch the Tonki on that.
Oh, look at that. We got a nice little update from East 2 on the other table. Actions happen all over.
And both those Hakus are live as well, so there's really a lot of potential chances for Kevin here. He's got a very good looking angle.
Hmm.
Also, notable that Eric has both of the other. Oh,
Oh,
Pio's
no.
gonna deal in here. 0%
Yeah.
escape. He deals in here for sure.
Yeah, that's impossible to
Oh,
say. Oh,
oh,
oh, oh, he did
oh.
Karagiri.
Okay.
He smelled the blood in the water. All right, good nose.
Yeah, I like the intuitive defense for my captain there.
And that
Ooh,
is
very nice
Tempai on
Tanya Tenpai.
4-7.
So
Yeah.
everybody here in Tenpai, this is
Oh,
just a raw fight, but Pio will sumo.
of course he does.
Oh,
Aku Aka.
yeah, that
But,
Hatsu Aka would be, I believe, 44 with the Hamba
yeah,
as dealer.
not too bad. Yeah, it's Hatsu, not Haku. The Haku is what we wanted to see.
Yeah, very very narrow escape here for my captain, but I'm feeling very relieved that that's how it went down.
Wait. Oh, was it
Mangan,
more
what?
than that? What? Did we miss
Did I
something?
miss? Uh, oh, whoa.
Whoa, the lighting went crazy.
No, no, that's just yeah. No, the if you look at the table, the overlay is just incorrect. That was just
Oh, okay. I was like,
yeah.
wait, what? Yeah, yeah,
No, that
okay,
was
yeah.
just oh, and another callable Hatsu here for Pio.
Yeah. Yep. Sorry, we will fix up the scores on the screen in a moment or two. Small technical difficulties, but it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't envy the overlay guy at all.
No, I
Def-
don't either. That sounds insane.
Definitely the hardest job. Another nice hand for Kevin though.
Wow. Oh, and yep, Pio immediately calls. Here it goes again. All right. Everyone at the table is probably tired of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's you got to get your repeats as the dealer. Each one just becomes astronomically more valuable, and that's a really nice upgrade. Yeah, opts to go a more Pinfu route. And that secures a pair.
Mm.
Makes the rest of
Yep.
the hand very easy to call.
And the upper part of the pins are just coming out here. No one wants it. And we're starting to cut the isolated tiles in Eric's hand, so we're feeling a little better about that.
Eric, the only person I believe that currently has one of the Dora, so we got a lot of Dora buried in this wall.
Well, you know what the time that is. Ooh, nice pickup. Completes the block. It's time to go digging for treasure, though. Get that Dora.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, starting to cut those isolated tiles, you can sort of see where the hand is going at this point.
And for anyone who's wondering, of course, the Dora being the North Wind, which actually there it is right in Eric's hand. I just forgot about
Yeah.
it.
Okay, more callable pairs. That makes the hand a little bit faster. Not the best
And
tiles to call though.
no, not particularly, but worse things have happened.
Oh,
Another pair
sure.
for Kevin. Don't really like it. Yeah, just throw it away.
Yeah, it doesn't really give the hand anything there. It doesn't change the callability or the speed, so you can just get rid of
Interesting forecut there by Eric. He had other isolated tiles if he wanted to, but seems like he's going to try and pivot towards something there.
And Pio, interestingly, rebuilding into that 7/8 Rionman.
And this Anko 4 so's is definitely an odd spot to be. Do you cut the 4? Do you cut the 8 so? What are you going to go for here? You
I
could
like to cut the 8, so
go
the
4.
4P gives a lot of like width to the hand by being just something you can stick tiles
Yeah.
to it.
And you could also hypothetically draw an Akka next to it. You always got to think about that in Akka
Yeah,
Ari.
yeah. Aka 5P would be a huge draw there.
Not a very useful self. Go out it goes. Surprisingly, no one's ever really been showing Nagashi. I feel like everyone's been having pretty decent draws on all of these hands so far.
The one thing that I can say for that cut by Julian is I like the ambition. It has dreams. That cut is
Yeah,
is it is not committed to this just being Riichi. That cut is like I want this to be Sananko or Suanko so bad.
yeah. And what is it to play Mahjong if not to just dream?
Yes,
It's
absolutely.
synonymous. Also synonymous with something that starts with an M as well. Oh, and
Okay,
there's the
call for
call from
Kevin. Yeah.
Kevin. That is indeed his win, so that makes perfect sense. And
Yeah,
that is
gets
a
a nice tempai.
tie on 4 and 7, so pretty nice inside weight.
Yeah, very very nice looking Ryanman. And this
Mm,
will not quite be
mm,
tempai for PO. Let's see which shapes he
no.
picks. Okay.
6'8" or 6'9", yeah, but not tempai yet. Oh, huge hand in the other table. Chris got a dominating 45K. Yeesh.
Oh wow, the Opie Dope's winning. What's new?
Yeah, the rich get richer. Wow, crazy.
Justice very slim in this world.
Yeah, such is life sometimes. Ooh, hi Dora, and Pio of course keeps it and cuts his beautiful perfect 7-8 block.
Yeah, yeah. That kind of tsundere with that block. Wanted it, didn't want it, wanted it, throwing it out now.
I think anytime ever Pio is not a new player, and I think he's quite good. But when you do have a new player and then they play a little wishy washy, that's the first thing you want to get out of them. But I'm sure Pio knows what he's doing.
Yeah, Pio is very, I would say, visionary at the mahjong table. He's not confined to such simple ideas of efficiency. Oh, that's painful for Julian. Right after you
Yeah,
cut the ace, though, pick up
it
the
is
Fako
really
shape.
painful.
Completely brutal.
But yeah, I mean, cut the one, it's fine. It works.
Kevin having a little bit of trouble zooming because of the 3 4 in Julian's hand.
hmm Honestly, I feel like this white finally has to come out of Eric's hand. There's no way he can keep holding it. That or the Norv. I don't know which one.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a little late to cut the Dora with a
Six.
Yaku High call across the table.
That is true. That is really scary. I don't think it's Honitsu, at least from Pio, from how his discards look. But yeah, you should still be worried about it.
Yeah, and also, there's two people with Yaku High calls at the moment, so very easy that either of them could be incorporating that North Dora.
Ooh, now that's another double. Yeesh.
Yeah, very weird looking Toitsu's picking up in Eric's hand. I wonder if he's going to try and preserve Ryanman's or maybe slide towards Chitoy.
Ooh, cuts the
No,
8.
preserves the
Slims his hand
Ryanman.
down. Yeah.
And that is Tenpai for Pio if he's willing to cut this North Dora. I wonder if this is valuable enough for him or if he's going to scoff at it. It is Furry 10 though, because he discarded one quite a while
Yeah,
ago.
that is not Tempai.
Yeah. Discouraged by the Furry 10. Understandable.
hmm
And that should free Eric's hand a little bit more to cut that Haku.
Yeah. And the 7 actually not coming out either. So Kevin just never gonna win on this 4-7 win, huh?
All right, let's see if Pio wants to take this Tenpai or if he's still he still just wants that
No.
North Dora too bad.
No, he's actually pivoting towards Honitsu, it looks like. Yeah. So he's probably gonna
Yeah.
do that, you're
And now
right.
he's going to pawn it. Now he's
Pawn
Tenpai
it,
for that
yeah.
Honitsu. North Tonki.
Yeah, there it is. Beautiful.
Julian looking for a Chinitsu himself, I think.
hmm Little shift of the blocks, but still the same weight for Kevin. It's gonna be really depressing if Eric wants to get rid of the Dora for some godforsaken reason in the third line.
I don't know. I feel like Eric's a very defensive player. Oh,
Oh,
and that I think picks up Tenpai on. I believe that was Pen 3-so.
I think so too, which is pretty crazy because that's a lot of points.
Yeah, Chinitsu would be huge here, especially with the two big Humba.
Yeah, you are correct. That's
Oh,
fun.
that's horrifying for Julian.
No.
That's so sick. Oh, that's not fair.
Behold an unthinkable
Wait,
present.
no. You cut the
Oh,
2-so and go. Yeah, now
yeah.
you go to Honitsu and
Now it's
incorporate the
Punky weight
Dora.
on the North. Yeah,
Very
it's
nice,
Punky weight
very
North.
nice.
Beautiful.
I wonder if Eric is going to attempt a Cheetoy here.
I mean, he's had multiple chances to and said no multiple times. I don't think we start deciding to do that third line, but I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so, but it's kind of the only path forward here. But
Yeah.
maybe there's some safety that he sees that I don't. Okay.
Oh, four dot it is. Here we are.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh,
That's clever. No, yeah,
yeah, I was like,
certainly
surely
not.
not.
And it's looking pretty
Ooh.
likely that this just goes to
That's
Ryukyoku with only one north available.
oh no, it's twice cut. That yeah, it's fine.
Oh my god,
Oh
Pio.
gosh. Oh
That's
my
so gross.
lord.
That's so gross.
How
Okay,
did
so
he
that
win this hand?
Honitsu, Hatsu,
Dora
North,
Dora.
Dora Dora. Oh, no, 3 Dora because he has the Aka, so that's 6k
Oh
all,
my
which
lord. Oh
becomes
my lord.
7k all because of the 2 Hamba.
That's disgusting.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
that's
Pio. See, this
casual 21k then.
yeah, this is what I say when I say Pio is a visionary at the Mahjong table. Because there were a lot of ways to win that hand, but he found the most expensive one.
Oh wait, no. I don't. No, yeah, okay, these scores are correct. Yeah, not 21. All right, 81 or 18k.
Yeah, 18k from the Sumo and then 3,000 extra from the Hamba. Because it's 2 big Hamba. So it was 21 total.
I the scores don't reflect that, but maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know. Whatever.
Wasn't Pio at like 33 before? Because he.
Oh, maybe this. Oh, yeah, possibly. I just don't know how to. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Listen, if my eyes were good, I'd block more and attacking. So it's fine. It's okay.
Okay, so what are we doing this hand?
Mm, a whole lot of bub kissing Kevin, so he's gonna need quite a few tiles before he starts getting moving in there.
Eric
And
has some decent
honestly,
opportunities.
that's probably the slowest hand we've seen from PO yet, which is saying something.
Yeah,
And
but like, Pio will make any hand slow if he sees a way to make it expensive.
yeah, and I think I like Yulian's hand the best. I think we could see another hard shift towards Honitsu or full flush if they get greedy, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh
Julian
yeah, all right.
has the least incentive to do that because he's sort of the most in striking range, but with first being so important, I could definitely see trying to force it a little bit.
I mean, do you really want the 3 dot here? It's not even Dora. Oh, we chucked the green. All right, that's
Interesting.
still very very valid. Yeah,
I mean, after tossing west-west, I guess it makes sense. You're just trying to play relatively
yeah,
efficiency.
which is perfectly fine. Double Dora for Eric, which is great. Maybe they can switch to Tanya if they get those nines out of their hand.
Wasn't that a 3M? I thought the Dora was 2M.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. The 2 is the Dora, not the 3. Yeah.
Yeah, Pio again having monstrous value in his hand with both of those with 2 of those locked away in his hand.
And
Kevin picking up some
double
callability.
yeah, and well the white was just cut too, which is very unfortunate, but there's another one out there somewhere. Little hesitation and thought about it again, so the one goes out.
Yeah, makes sense. Don't want to make your hand reliable on like 2 3-mon pickups. Could be kind of
Yeah.
challenging.
Not exactly the best line of happiness for you. Ooh, 7 pickup though for PO is actually quite nice block wise, so we'll see what he cuts.
Yeah, the rearmament
Probably
is
the
good.
8. We'll
I could
see.
see PO cutting the 4 as well, just to lock in the Dora pair as much as possible.
Yeah. Ooh, double pickup for Julian. The 5 is kind of clunky. I mean, you could force it to be your double if you really wanted to, though.
Uh, yeah. I mean, it's just kind of deciding between 2 bad blocks because the 7 also is the same shape of like. But I
Yep,
think I
there
like
we
the
go.
7 so a little bit better because it presents opportunities like Itsu and such.
Yeah, and that's a call from PO, and a call immediately from Yuli right across the board. So back and forth.
Yeah, I wonder what Julian is gonna lock in on is that Yaku in the final hand. PO looking for Tanyao.
You know what they say? You always have a Yaku. It's last tile.
Ah, yes, of course.
Everyone's favorite. I'm gonna presume they're just gonna switch to Tanyao. It's the only thing that really makes sense, but we'll see.
Yeah, cutting that 9-so makes it a little slow though, and then also the
Yeah.
1-so as well.
If they hadn't
And
cut 7 already, I'd say maybe Itsu, but it's pretty far to get there.
yeah, it doesn't seem very likely at this moment.
And there's the last 7 anyway, so yeah, the Itsu's dead, and it's very depressing that they cut the 8 from Kevin's hand too.
Yeah, Eric's progressing pretty nicely. Let's see if he can outrace the nonsense that PO's cooking up.
Yeah. Every time I look at Pio's hand, I'm like, wow, that is a whole lot of nonsense, ain't it? Nice pickup though for Kevin, moving along for their blocks, and not a very useful tile, Sumogiri, yeah.
Oh, and Pio will get
Oh,
Tempai on the 3-6 so.
I believe so, yeah.
That's a nice Tanya Dora 2.
Now, my question of the day is, if Dora comes out, does Pio pull in it like a freak?
All signs point to yes.
Please, no. Just do the three. Just do your normal 3-6 so wait, please.
Yeah, Hamba are really stacking up right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, gonna be very painful for. Oh, and that is Tempai for Eric. Oh no, not quite. Ishanten
No,
still.
yeah, well, it was. I was gonna say is Ishan 10, I believe, right?
Yeah, Karagiri from PO.
He loves Karagiri. I think he can't get enough of it. It's his favorite move. It seems to be.
I mean, when you play all of your hands so weird and like cut a lot of odd middle tiles as part of your style to develop value, I think the deception potential of it goes like pretty high.
Mm. Oh, there's the
Oh, is
two.
PO
Does
gonna pawn
Pio?
that?
No, he did it.
No. Wow. Okay.
All those people out there are now homeless for how much they bet on that. Oh well,
Astonishing restraint from the Penguins captain.
crazy. Oh, this is an interesting situation. If you wanted to, you could destroy your 7-8-9 block.
I mean, picking up the Tanya is
Yeah.
nice, but I don't think it's that nice. Stepping back
Yeah.
Ishanten here seems like too late.
Oh, the white comes out. No call. All right.
Yeah, it's a little late in the hand for it. You're not
Mm-hmm.
that progressed if you're Kevin anyway. And it looks like Julian's just going for K10 at the moment.
Ooh, nice pickup though for Kevin. That does complete one of the blocks and keeps the eights as a double. Probably.
I wonder if you cut Haku Haku here. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's dead. Because the all the whites are out now.
Ooh, interesting. I
Oh,
guess aiming for safety. Oh my
and
god, Yo
well, it
Sumo
doesn't matter.
again.
Pio
Jesus
Sumo is okay.
Christ.
Yeah. All right. Dora Dora Tanya Sumo. Beautiful.
Yeah,
Big
so
fan.
that's gonna be I believe 26 all, which becomes plus 1500 from each, which becomes 41 all. Gross. Jesus. Yeah, Pio really racking it up here with the open hands, just drowning in Dora, it feels like. Some of that obviously of his own creation, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, he's a monster. He's a monster on wheels, honestly. It's crazy.
And I think this is a really invigorating performance for him because he's had some rough breaks, obviously on a positive trend recently, but
Mhm.
you
I
know,
mean, this is a revenge match for him essentially against Kevin because last time they fought, it went really rough for them on the table for Pio, that is.
that is
So
true.
this is kind of like a revenge story. It's quite beautiful.
Yeah, definitely always feels good to get that run back, especially when it's against the players that beat you last time.
Hmm.
Looks
Always
like
feels good. Always feels good.
Eric is trying to stop this nonsense with that north pawn with 6,000 on the table, even if it's
Yeah,
just
I was
north
like,
only. That's
I think I would take a Nomi honestly at this point. I'm like, oh, one Han, sure, why not? 7K.
one Han. Please tell me more.
Yeah. If someone told me one Han 7K, I'd be like, yeah, sure. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I think a
Seven
lot of
pick.
mahjong decision making would look very different with those kind of odds.
Yeah. Ooh, three pickup for Eric. Another little double situation there. Feels pretty good.
Yeah, improving the call ability definitely feels nice. You really, more than anything at this point, you just want to win that hand.
I think we're going to see the 9 character follow the hand here. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Ooh,
Or
the
yeah,
2 as well. Isolated block makes sense as well.
yeah, loose tile, pretty easy to cut.
Nice pickup for Kevin. Cutting the self. Yep. Isolated tile falls out. Get a nice little structure.
Yeah, also it would be Furry 10 if he does pick up the Chitoi Tenpai, which he's now Ishan 10 for.
We don't like to think of that thing around here. That ugly, ugly hand. Cheat toy. That's just a
Oh,
cheat. That's just a toy that failed.
interesting, interesting. I'm a true believer. Tsuchita-san taught me very well on one of our Riichi Nomi lectures, and I am actually a big fan of Chitoi. As long
Ah.
as you Riichi it. As long as you Riichi it and get your Hanemon. If you
I
Dama
see.
Chitoi, you're a coward.
I see. My mistake. Oh, great pickup for Eric though. Turns that into his two-sided way instead of one.
Yeah. And it's looking like there's a pretty nice eject button on this dealership for PO. I don't think he can possibly complete that faster than Eric gets done with his callable North
Mhm.
Nomi.
That or honestly, Kevin might be able to get there faster too, because we'll see. They might want to call the 4. No, they're just gonna keep the Apeco shape.
Oh, actually, not a Nomi. Has one of the Dora in the hand. So looking at a nice two Han 8K for
Ah,
Eric.
Yahoo, and a nice pickup for Pio actually completing one of the blocks.
Yeah, that does give him some good progress.
I thought he was about to Riichi. I was like, wait, where's his tempai?
No, I think he's just saw something on the table and wants to clean it off.
Good Samaritan. Good Samaritan.
It's a little weird for Julian. I think you want to keep that Sanshoku possibility. Yeah, and he opts to.
Shan Shoku is a beautiful, beautiful type of hand. You just don't see it coming sometimes, and it bites you when you aren't.
Okay, looks like Kevin is firmly rejecting the Cheetoy with that move.
Yeah, or even Apeco at that moment too, which is fine.
Yeah, I mean when one of your outs comes like on the table for it, it looks so bad. You don't really want to continue it at that point.
And actually, Pio can shift here. Yeah, cutting the 8-9 for an inner block with a 4-6 instead. So that's a little bit of an improvement.
Yeah, does bring the hand a little bit closer to Tanyao.
And yep, killing another double shape from Kevin's hand. Just chugging along.
Surprised that Eric has not found Tempai with all of the ways that he has to call that forward, but we have some pretty fairly tight Kamichas, I guess. So
hmm
not giving him that opportunity.
Don't you hate it when your table has actual good players on it? Wouldn't it be nice if everyone was just a bronze room player?
Yeah, life's so hard.
Like,
Oh, I
it's
didn't
just
even
not
see what
fair.
got drawn there.
Yeah, but the tune fell out. That's all I can say.
Okay, and Pio picks up the
Ooh.
Dora. Yep, he's going to immediately cut 3-pin because he wants to use
Eh.
that thing.
Oh wait, the 3 wasn't called. That's surprising.
Oh yeah, well yes, Erica had just dropped the 5M, so lost that avenue to Tempai.
Oh, I see. Okay, well that's very depressing then for Eric's side.
Yeah, very unfortunate. But you know, if we were all perfect mind reading players, then Mahjong would be a lot less fun.
No, I think I'd have a good time with it personally.
Is that Tempai for PO? Yeah. Oh no. Yeah.
No,
No.
no, 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 no,
Not
no, no,
quite.
no, no,
Not
no.
quite.
No. It would be a war crime if it was.
I think the biggest crime that could be committed here would be filling that penchant with Aka 5. Or sorry,
That would
that
be,
Kanchan with Aka 5.
yeah, that would be diabolical. I would just like, you know what, Damien, maybe, maybe the number one fanboy of the Penguins here is like just blessing this table a little too hard.
The stream would like you to know that there has been no tampering with official stream equipment before or after the stream by the Penguins.
Ooh, 5 pickup. That is tempi for Eric on 3-6.
Yeah,
So
very nice.
he
3-6
could.
Mon.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
this will probably be a
Honestly,
deal in and from
yeah.
Pio.
Fairly easy for PO to deal in here. Unless he does something weird like cutting the 7-7.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
Still a deal in.
So that'll be 2 Han for 8K for Eric.
Yeah. Don't mind. Don't mind it whatsoever.
Hell yeah. I mean, you like after PO's committed so many crimes consecutively in that one dealership, it's like you got to get him off that dealer chair.
Mm-hmm. And now we've pushed ourselves into East 4, and it's Julian's time to shine. Everyone's scores are pretty decent, except for like Pio's, of course, way up in his ivory tower, looking down on everyone. But everyone else is pretty close to each other, so it's still anyone's game for
Nice looking
overall
hand for
everything.
Eric.
Yeah. Ooh, double 9 for Pio. Not Dora, of course. The Dora being one so.
Yeah, one
And
Dora in Julian's hand, but the hand shape wise has a lot of Kanchan, so it's a little bit awkward.
mhm.
I
Honor
wonder
cuts
what
from Eric. Probably just gonna pivot towards a nice and casual pinfu. We'll see.
yeah, I wonder what the what's coming down the pipeline from Kevin because it looks like he's got some decent blocks, but no firm direction at the moment.
hmm Nice pickup for Eric, and yeah, the pinfu farm keeps going.
Yeah, you just want to
And
make that as fast as possible.
I think Pio's a little annoyed with the drive. Like, yeah, what am I gonna do with this 8? The answer, Karagiri.
Yeah, good shapes, but just a lot of like redundant Pinzu pickups that really just don't do anything.
Don't you love him? Oh, 8 pickup for Eric. Does he use it? He
Ooh,
does.
yes. Looking at the potential for Itsu now in that hand.
Yeah. I always a big fan of Itsu. I feel like just like a better, this is weird to say, better Ipeco, because Ipeco is like worth the same amount in a way, usually. Yeah.
Ipeco, like Ipeco is such a bait. Unfortunately, it's just like
Yeah.
I wonder how hard Eric is going to pursue this Itsu because it is a little bit tile inefficient to do it. There is the overlapping Rionman,
Mm-hmm.
but will decide to push forward to a path that allows him to potentially keep it.
Yeah. And looks like we're gonna see the double nines cut over there from Pio, so that's gonna be a little slimmed down to the hand.
But yeah, Ipeco just one of those like hands that is like, oh, this is so aesthetic, but it really feels awful to actually like put it together.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then you compare it to like something like Itsu, which is just smooth like butter. It's great.
I mean, Itsu also not exactly the smoothest hand in the world because you can get caught on a bunch of awkward penchans and conchans to actually get your Yaku. And I
True.
just want
True.
to talk about how wide Eric's hand is. Next time we get a chance to see it, it's like really something beautiful to behold. Like,
There we go.
look at
Oh
that.
wow, that is just
What an
truly. It
Ishan
is
10.
an ocean. It's an ocean.
What an Ishan 10.
7 pickup does something, but I mean, it's not great. Yeah, we're just gonna chuck it.
Also, big opportunity for Eric on the Riichi side of things. If the 7 or 8 Mon comes, then you can get that Sun Mensch on Riichi as well.
Don't
Oh
mind
no,
that
not quite, not
whatsoever.
quite. Because
Oh,
I actually it might be further away than I thought.
that's a triple of 5 M's for Pio, so he's a happy camper. He's Ishanten now, I believe.
Yeah,
Which,
Julian has really been having some awkward tests in this hand with how much he wants that Dora. Just a
mhm.
lot of places that he has opted to take potential value over the upgrade, which I think makes sense given the standings.
You know what they're saying? He's trying to just destroy the table, but he's got to load the cannon first before he gets it.
Yeah, and actually,
Ooh,
I'm just missed. Ooh, Pio with another amazing fill. This is
I that's Tempai.
yeah.
Wait, no, it's not Tempai. It's
No,
not
no, it's not
Tempai.
Tenpai, but it
No,
does give a better. Oh no, opts
I was
to not
wrong.
take the headless.
Yeah, my mistake. I was wrong. Now he's Ishanten.
Very odd. Well, I believe he was also Ishanten, but could have just upgraded to the wider headless Onko.
Oh, I see.
But
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
I think that's a little bit of a mistake from Pio there. Obviously, it is an overlapping Rionman, so it's not like 100% like efficiency loss, but it is a little bit unfortunate.
Sadly, not everything can go your way in Riichi Mahjong.
Yeah,
Ooh,
and so
that
many things have been going his way already tonight.
yeah,
Ooh, Tanya
that is
shift.
a
That's very nice. And Tempai, I believe, on Con 3 so.
yes, I believe so as well.
And that could potentially be Eric's solution to the pair, and would potentially give a San Menton weight.
Would be pretty nice.
Yeah, could cut the 1 as well to pick up
The
a
potential
Tanyo angle.
Tanya. Yeah, may as well squeeze this hand for all it's worth. Man, this hand has been a struggle bus to watch. These draws are just truly painful for Julian. It's just not fun.
Yeah, everything just kind of going against him. Yeah, opts to stick on his preferred tile of the 3 pin rather than changing to the Shabo.
The real issue is once he wins on the 3 pin, he's gonna be like, "Yes, this is my lucky tile for a reason." And you're like, it's just the cult mahjong always wins. It's not fair.
Occult Mahjong always wins. It is kind of hard to get this 3 pin, unfortunately. One of which in the pond, one in Pio's hand, and one pretty firmly in Julian's hand as well.
That is true. I there's the 6, but it's not the 3. Sadly, not two-sided.
Yeah, the Suji doesn't necessarily mean as much as well because it's not a Riichi'd
Yeah,
hand.
that and these people are using these tiles, so it's not like they're gonna just be getting rid of them for some reason.
Yeah. Oh, very nice
Oh,
sumo though.
oh, never mind. No, you see, occultist mahjong.
Huge.
See? Yeah, yeah,
So that will be Tanya out sumo, not quite Sanshoku, so just Tanya
yeah,
sumo.
yeah. Which I mean, you still take it. Why not?
Yeah, yeah, it's very, very nice.
And we rotate dealers, so he's pretty happy about that as well.
Yeah, 500 1,000 is very relevant, especially with the fact that he was starting to trail a decent bit. and gets back to your dealership, gives you the opportunity to really put yourself back in the fight. A lot of pairs
Mm.
here. Very good opportunity for Toitsuba.
And actually, he could use the Dora too if he draws it, which is quite nice.
Yeah. Eric's hand looking a little bit awkward.
Oh, I
What is this,
like
PO?
Pio's.
What
I
is
like
this?
Pio's hand. What are you?
There's like
What is
good
this?
there's good Tanya opportunity. Ooh, double Dora for Julian though.
That is crazy. Oh wow, Kevin's hand is kind of nutty as well,
Yeah,
and he could
shaping up.
actually start calling that. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's very difficult to be Eric right now. Not a lot of options, and looks like everyone else is going to be faster than you.
yeah. Maybe you could just hope and pray that everyone just draws terrible and just a sumo giri bot for a while. Get a full line of draws.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's why you still push when your hand is a little bit awkward, but you just got to keep a little bit more safety. Ooh, picking up the potential Ipeco shape there.
Yeah, I dare say we could see a Chanta.
Yeah, oh my god, Chanta with the Chanta Ipeco would be huge here.
No call on the nine stows though, so we're not gonna just hard shove yet.
Yeah, I mean, you do lose just
Oh,
so much value. Oh, okay, but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
decides
yeah.
to go
That
for it
and we
now.
kind of want a head shape, so the nine so probably is gonna stay our head shape. Yeah, we're gonna go for Chanta. It looks like from Kevin, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, Chanta opportunity for Chantadora Chun, which is a pretty nice bounty as dealer, and picking up some
Mm.
more progress for Pio.
But of course, what if it's synonymous with Pio now?
The one thing is he's really invested in this 7 pin, and the 7 pin is not very available, so it's very possible for him to get stuck. Ooh, Hatsu Anko for Eric, giving him some more opportunities.
Yeah. Mm, not. Oh, Pio's thinking about it. He decides he wants it. Alrighty.
Yeah, I think just wants the increased safety. Doesn't really look
That's
like it
very
does very much for the hand.
that's very fair. Five coming out as well. It's a little honestly pretty suspicious when you look at Kevin's discards. You're just like, wait a second. 3, 5, and 5? Really? Okay.
Yeah, definitely on the strange side. Oh, that gives PO some options to not be so invested in the 7p, but I do not 100% trust him to not to not just try and force it.
Yeah, well, we'll actually see which direction he starts to flow. Holding on to the self there in Eric's hand, hoping to maybe get double Yakuhai, but one of the selfs is already cut, so maybe just a safe tile.
Yeah, I think likely just trying to proceed as safely as possible. And with the Hatsu Anko as well, should be very easy to defend with that kind of hand. Ooh,
Okay,
picked up
there we go. That's
another
just
Rhiannon.
another routing. Yeah.
Oh, and now we're actually Chitoi Ishan 10 because we have Kansai Chitoi in this rule set, so
Oh yeah, everyone's favorite. I almost chomboed with that in Riichi Nomi actually, because I thought it was on.
oh no. Yeah, so the Chanta opportunity is preserved on the 1p here for Kevin. Uh,
Yeah. Ooh, white pickup for Pio. That's a little. No, it's not that scary. It's once
yeah, it's
from the
direct.
toyman. The one
Also,
person you
it's
probably should be worried about that with.
yeah. And Julian just kind of treading water here, unfortunately. Even with that all that value locked away in the hand, just
Just
can't
can't
quite
do
make
it.
that progress.
I'm really hoping we see the one dot drop. That's always just a fun thing to see. But if the four comes out, the four comes out.
Yeah, Eric looking to preserve both normal hand and you know nonsense Chitoi possibilities there.
Sometimes the real issue of Cheat Toy is being able to keep the potential for Cheat Toy, because like you have to smother your other blocks sometimes.
Yeah, definitely can be a recurring problem with Chitoi.
Mm. And that is a 5 cut from PO. Yeah, he's got that 9 locked in the center of his hand, potentially thinking to himself, yeah, this is just never coming out. I smell the Chanta.
Yeah, I mean, also I could just see him cutting it now that he's made both sides of his weight Suji trapped potentially if he does end up reaching.
Yeah, that is possible. Well, he did just cut the 8, so yeah. Well, the
Well,
8
the
was
8
cut
is
by
directly
Toyman
safe,
too.
so.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
Julian picks up one of the deal-in tiles, and it's the Takame
Oh.
too.
He's realizing he's like,
Not
huh,
happy.
this might be suspicious.
Yeah, that does look bad on this board texture. Not a lot of lower pins you out. Oh, but he cuts it,
Oh,
and that
that
is a
is
big deal, and I believe that's 77.
Yeah, Chanta Dora Dora.
Well,
And
no,
yeah, that's
Chanta Chundora, no?
oh wait, Shanta Dora Chun. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
not Dora Dora, Chun Dora.
yeah, yeah.
The same
Okay,
thing.
but that's huge for Kevin, getting him out of last, and I believe bumping up to second based on the standings.
Yes, that is correct. Still a hotly contested second, honestly.
Yeah, very big fight for that second place. We'll see if Kevin can keep on a dealer tear and maybe put Pio in some danger as well. Oh, that's a nice pickup for Eric. Probably cuts the one mon here. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, 2 Akkas for PO with double South. All right,
Ooh,
cool.
yeah. This is probably touch and go as soon as the South comes out. He will
hmm
love to call that down, especially with the bonus of a big Homba.
Well, I kind of like Kevin's hand. We have an Anko of 6. I mean, we could actually turn this into something special if he tries.
I wonder, yeah, no head in Eric's hand yet, and there is that 8 mon Dora already in there, so that could potentially become kind of a monster.
Wow, just, all right, fix your block. Why not? We could see, yeah, we're probably going to see Shan Shoku 789. So that'll be fun.
Yeah,
Potential
and
upgrade
there's also
for, yeah, Junshan, I was going to say, right?
yeah the 1 2 3 block is already completed. I wonder if Julian's gonna try and force Junton.
I don't mind it. If you saw Chanta, oh my
Okay, Pino gets
lord.
the Onko because of course he does.
And, oh wow, the
Oh, that's
fills the,
huge. Yeah,
does he reach it? He
yeah.
does
Riichi
Riichi
Sancho
on the
Fedora.
8-0.
Very
That's
fast
pretty
from Julian.
good.
Hard to avoid too. Oh, is that Suji trapped? Oh no, because it's the
No,
Sosu.
no, 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 no,
The
no. Yeah,
Sosu
that
block
would
that
be
didn't kill.
crazy.
Yeah, no, because I saw the 5p in the pond and I'm like, wait a second.
And now the real question is, will people keep on pushing along or not?
I mean, this early you kind of have to push at least a little bit, just because you don't really know what's
Have enough?
happening.
Yeah, you don't have enough information to actually try and play the game if you wanted to. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, hey,
decent
that's
Riichi from
so
Eric.
Riichi from Eric. Yeah.
Not gonna open because it is a yeah, and Pio's gonna call to break the Apatsu. Rough scenario here. I think he but gonna cut the South, gonna opt for Tanyao.
Hmm. All right. I don't mind it whatsoever. Hey, the South. Do you want to pull it?
I think that would be a little too weird. Yeah, Shabo on the 8M and the door and the Haku. So big hand potential for Eric as well.
Mm-hmm. Don't mind it.
Haku once cut too, so it could be a pretty easy deal in.
Potentially. Ooh, that is a upgrade for Kevin with the 9. Does he want it?
Yeah, it's really hard to keep pushing in this scenario though. There's just a lot of pressure on you from
Now the real
two Riichis.
yeah, the real concern is if he does cut the 9, you'd start to think, well, is he going to cut the 8? But no, he kept it, so I think that 8's going to be locked and stayed in there.
Yeah,
It
Pio
is kind of
fully abandoning the
yeah,
South.
it is kind of funny when Pio calls twice and you're like, "Can I please turn my tile sideways?" And finally it happens. So there we go. And
Yeah,
Kevin drew the danger tile again. So we'll see if it comes out or not. Nope.
yeah, no, that's hard to sell. Oh, and
Oh,
Eric with a huge sumo. That is Riichi sumo. Oh wow, and he hits an Ura. I think that is Hanemon then.
yeah, it's at least a manga, probably Ane.
Oh, it's definitely Mongon because it was already
Yeah.
Mongon just from the 4 Dora for Riichi Dora, and yeah, it's Riichi Dora 5.
Yeah, it has to be Hane. You're right.
That's pretty gross, but you got to get some equity here. Not everything can be a PO.
Yeah. Also, quite happy about it because that means the triads get a little bit more oomph in their step.
Yeah, desperately needed points for the triad, and this actually, with Eric's dealership coming up, puts him in threatening range of PO. Let's see how the
Ooh,
hand's shaping up. Ooh, that looks pretty good.
that's really good.
Yeah.
That looks
Oh wow.
really wow.
Whoa. Okay, Eric is really cooking with fire here.
We might see a first line Riichi. Yeesh.
Yeah, a lot of opportunities for that, and pretty valuable too with the Dora
Oh
already in
hey,
hand.
Kokushi.
Yeah, Pio's gonna go for
That,
Kokushi here.
that's
I think that's pretty pretty standard PO. Oh, Julian looking kind of nice too. We got Ipeko angle could end up Junshan-ish. Like,
yeah. Oh, Kevin also has a slightly Kokushi leaning hand. That's not fun.
no, I think Kevin will probably just play that standard. I don't think
Yeah.
there's quite as much incentive for him to go for it. and there's a little bit more overlap. Now, the important thing about Kokoshi is you always want to pick a backup plan. So I think Pio's backup plan here is going to be like some sort of Menhon Chitoi nonsense.
That would be pretty advisable. That sounds fine. Yeah, because you get midway through the game and you find out if your Kokoshi is dead or not, and you're like, I need to be able to do something.
Yeah, Kevin also picking up a third pair, so maybe also thinking Chitoi, and a huge upgrade for Eric.
Yes, not Tempa yet. Needs a double still, so we'll see how it cooks out.
I wonder if Pio ends up just forcing Hanitsu here, because that 7 is the Dora.
That is true, and I think Dora is pretty good to my understanding.
I mean, it's definitely shown its worth this game. There's been a lot of points scored via the Dora. Oh, nice value for Eric, but yeah, it's just going to toss that back.
I'm honestly surprised Eric's not Tempai. It's a war crime that he isn't.
I mean, Ryanman is really good, but it just doesn't quite work all the time.
Pio just chucked Dora. Didn't care about it. He said, "No
Yeah.
way, I'm Kokoshi."
Well, no, because there was the Aka 5M pickup, which I'm not sure why he didn't want to abandon, given that he had already cut the 4M.
Yeah, I was like, "Well, that's what I'm saying." I'm like, "So what else could he be doing, right?"
I mean, but even if you were going Kokoshi, wouldn't you just cut the Aka 5?
Yeah, that is true. I don't know. That is strange, isn't it?
Or maybe just decides to cut the regular Dora because Eric just cut it. Very weird
Oh
here.
well, yeah, because he can use it. All right, I don't know what's happening. Yeah, he's just Kokoshi.
Yeah, I guess so.
Poor
Oh, that's
pickup for
unfortunate.
Kevin. Yeah,
Yeah, if
just
you're
cut it a moments too. I do believe Shirapochi's not on in this rule set, correct?
No, it is not. It is not.
What a shame. I love myself some Shirapochi, and that's
Ooh,
a
that's a
great
very
pickup.
nice Kanchan fill. Kanchan fill.
Yeah,
Is that
Kanchan. That is
no, not quite
not
Senpai.
Senpai. We do not have a
Yeah, no head yet.
confirmed
Ishan
double.
10.
Yeah.
I wonder if
No,
you keep the floater. Yeah, you want to keep the floater. Ups your efficiency a lot.
yeah. And we could hit a Aka as well, but guaranteed a Peiko weight, so that's pretty fun.
Yeah, unfortunately, Aka already locked up in Eric's hand, but no way of knowing that, obviously.
A real shame. If only you could just see through tiles.
Yeah, I mean, I hear there's a rule set for that.
I do hear there's a rule set for that, yeah.
Oh, that's a brutal backfire for Julian. That hurts.
Yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. It's a real shame.
But I guess the resulting tempai from that isn't even that good, so you can't be too bent out of shape about that one.
Mm.
And Eric somehow still not finding tempai or really any progress at all.
Am I crazy or has Pio progressed this Kokoshi at all? I feel like has the exact same amount of terminals he started with.
I know he picked up the Haku, but there's not been a ton of progress made because there is a lot of terminals going into other people's hands.
Oh, that is
tempai. You can.
Oh, he's doing his senpai. You're.
Yeah, chooses to Dama here. I don't think there's a Yaku at the moment though.
That's the issue, yeah. That's just on the 3P, right, Tonki?
Okay, well now we get to Tonki. Maybe we Tonki the 1M? Could Riichi here. Chooses not to. Wants something
on the
better.
5 too, yeah. No actual Yaku yet.
Yeah, still looking for something better.
Oh,
on
hey.
side. Oh, we're making progress, slowly but surely.
Midway through the second line. Love to see that.
Okay, so Eric is now going to Riichi with the improved weight.
Yes, the 6 and the 9, and it is half Suji, so that's fun.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think. Hopefully, nobody is taking too much stock into half Suji here.
No, I mean, we have over 2 lines of discards, so people should be able to not just do half Suji.
Do we think that Julian is going to chase this dealer Riichi? Because while he definitely needs points this game, he does have the all-last dealership, so maybe you just have faith in that.
No, he does not seem to. Because, yeah, if you cut the 5 there, you could go and be like, well, this is a Suji trap, so it might work.
Yeah, the problem is that, there's sort of a mind game with,
no wait.
Yeah, unable to declare Ron because no Yaku. That's another Kokoshi tile for Pio. He's getting really close.
Yeah, alarmingly so, actually.
Okay, and that is an improved shape for Julian. So let's see if he wants to chase it now that it's a Ryantan.
Yes. Which would be, of course, the 5-8 wait, correct?
Yes, a little bit awkward because the Aka 5 is already cut, and the 8 is being twice used. Open Riichi's
Ooh,
in.
we're going open.
Okay. So that could actually be beneficial for Pio's chances at the Kokoshi, because knowing what you're pushing against in one's hand
Then
is going to
clear
mold
of
you
the
to keep
open
going.
reach.
That's true. Then you basically know if those honor tiles you've been waiting for are locked in there either or not. So that's kind of helpful information.
Yeah, there's a lot of flexibility afforded by that.
We will never know what Eric's hand is other than the double east.
Yeah, Kevin cutting the 3Ps for safety.
All right, there we go. Yeah. Sadly didn't draw immediate. That's a shame.
Well, I think there's no opportunity for the 9-so draw. Sorry, the 9M draw, because I think...
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin is really blocking the camera right now. But yeah, there's
Yeah,
two
there
in
we
his
go.
hand.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, there is actually one 9M still remaining in that pool. So, oh,
Yeah, I was gonna
is
say.
that
Oh,
Tempai for Pio? Is he Tempai on 9M?
we will see in half a second.
I wish he would go just a little bit slower, because this is a kind of hugely important moment.
Yes,
He is
he's
Tempai
actually
on
he's
9M.
a 9. Oh my
Oh my
lord.
god.
Oh my heart.
How is this happening? This would be the second Kokoshi of N League if it were to come to fruition, but it's looking very unlikely. But both
Yes, I
players in
mean,
Riichi would be forced to deal it. So,
oh god, that would be so messed up.
yeah, that would be just truly disgusting.
As they say, the richer does not need to keep getting richer, but you know. Oh,
Oh! The second Yakuman of N League! Oh my
that
god, Pio! What the fuck?
he just hit him with the unblockable. That is nasty.
That's really disgusting. That is so gross. And as if Pio was not running away with this game enough already, picks up the second Yakuman this season, and the second Kokoshi Muso this season, and the second Yakuman in N League history.
That is just wild. And you gotta say, like, I mean, what can you do but laugh there? As you saw a few of the contestants actually doing right there. That is.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
there's really nothing that you can do. Oh my god.
I do believe I saw a busting stick come out there, which makes a lot of sense with a Yakuman. So
Oh
there,
yeah, I mean, I believe Eric still has a few points left to his name at the moment, but I believe in order to make change and be able to reach it. Hold up. Julian has some really promising Honitsu.
wow, yeah. I mean, I imagine it'll be a very quick hand if Julian gets their way. Yeah, we'll see.
And I don't think Pio would even mind that too much. As long as you escape your dealership without a monstrous Oyakabari here, you really can't lose from this position if you're Pio.
Mm-hmm. And then we saw a double tune there in Eric's hand too. So it's a very callable hand for him as well. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Eric forced to go for a little bit more value here with having barely any points left and the last penalty being so steep.
There you go. Now, if anyone draws the green, do you think they hesitate?
I think everyone hesitates here a little bit. I think Pio will just like full fold on it because there's just
I
no
don't. There's
there's no
not a
incentive.
reason. Yeah, you're at
Oh my god,
87K.
Pio, what the fuck?
Why not?
Okay, he's not even slightly scared.
Yeah, he's like, you won't. I don't believe you. And you know, fair. Pio
Oh no,
losing
sorry,
his
that
opportunity
wasn't
to
Pio.
cut.
That wasn't Pio. That was
No. Yeah, it was
okay.
Kevin. It was
Oh,
Kevin who did it. But
okay, yeah.
Pio kept his green dragon, which could bite him in the end if he gets really unlucky.
I think it's unlikely that he'll that again because there's just no incentive for him to cut it.
Yeah.
Is that
And,
aiming to be like a Sanshoku for Pio?
potentially. Up there goes the
Yeah,
other
Julian.
green, and
Okay,
that
yeah.
just
Now
yeah.
Yakuman diffused, but you know,
Still have 3 smalls.
yeah, maybe a sneaky Shosangen Honitsu could still come into play here.
Yeah. Drew the 5, which is technically an
I mean, it just kind of
upgrade.
pulls you towards Tanyao in a really awkward way because that really looked like
Yeah.
it's supposed to be upper Sanshoku when you call like that.
Yeah, which is a little clunky to try and pivot away from. And yep, the Honitsu is
Yeah.
walking around, not Tenpai though.
The question is, would Eric call down to a Hadaka Tanki in this rule set? Because that is very dangerous. Could end up paying another Yakuman if somebody open Riichi chased and he was forced to deal in.
That is true. That is true. Open Riichi does get things a little spooky sometimes. Wow, nice upgrade for Kevin, completing one of his blocks.
Yeah, I think Kevin has the opportunity for a Shaba Riichi here, maybe? If I'm seeing this right? Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah. Yep. Don't mind that whatsoever. And ooh, Tenpai for Eric on the 1-4. So
Yeah.
we got two Tenpais battling it out. 1-4M, of course.
Cutting the
Honitsu.
Dora because it's safe to the Riichi, I believe. Julian having some big value here. Hard to back down from this.
Yeah.
And we'll
I
continue to
mean,
fight.
I wouldn't say no to it. Ooh, saw Manzu, but not the Manzu we want.
There is the overflow, so I wonder if people start being a little bit more wary around Eric now.
Man, it's double city over here for Julian.
Yeah, very awkward pickups too. You really like want to fight for this.
I
There's
I think you
so much
cut the
value.
two sos because like you can just keep your ones as they are or the one sos as they are. I think.
Yeah, it slightly decreases. Does it slightly decrease?
Oh, all right. We
Yeah,
could just change our double. That's fine.
I think that is to allow for the 4 to continue being an effective draw.
That would make sense. Ooh, spicy tile that would be very difficult to use.
Yeah, this is such a hard cut when Eric is 3 calls deep into a Honitsu. Yeah,
Yeah. Like
maybe
if you
now
cut
you.
that and you deal in, you're giving Eric signs of life.
Yeah, and it's also like your direct score competitor as well, so just really nasty scenes. Rough decision here for Pio. West is Shampai from his position. Yeah,
Nice
and
to keep it, yeah.
we'll just play full defense here. There's not a lot you can do.
You know, at 87k, I think he may or may not be safe from any contests. So we'll see.
Yeah, it would be a Herculean effort to knock him out of the first place right now, and likely could only come from Julian, who still has the
Ooh,
dealership.
Kevin dealing in. Honitsu, Dora. I mean, Yakuhai. There we go.
Yeah, nice Mongon for Eric to get him back in contention for second, even
And
after being
actually,
hit by that Yakumon.
the second place is anyone's game now. That's crazy.
Yeah, second place is a dead heat at the moment. Just really, you know, tight score conditions at the bottom, and Pio just kind of luxuriating. If he gets something fast, he can try and push it. If he gets bad
Mm.
tiles, he can high priority. Like truly living a luxurious life right now.
Speaking of fast hands, I'm really liking Eric's hand actually.
Yeah, Eric
Uh,
has a good chance to lock in the second with that.
oh, do we see the East call? We do see the East call.
Yeah, important for Julian to try and win and repeat here.
Yeah, and as we said, there is a big home on the table, so start racking up some repeats. Maybe you can get a good second too.
Yeah, well, not a big Homba at the moment because he did just win
No,
that
yeah,
last hand.
but
And
but
Julian just
he's
continuing.
gonna try and make it one. That's the plan.
Yeah, you really do just want to get that repeat because all you can do right now is repeat and hope.
Yeah. Kevin drawing the 2, which is okay, but like, can you really use it when you're trying to accept Dora with the 1, 2, 3? I don't know. The shapes get a little awkward.
Eric does have pawn 10 as well for Rionman. If
Mm-hmm.
Pio lets go this
Oh,
tune, I think we'll probably see it. Yeah,
yep,
and
there we are.
Eric is now Tenpai for 4-7M.
I'd say it's pretty decent. I'd take second place here if I had to, especially after dealing into a Yakuman. If
Yeah,
you're second
seriously,
place after dealing into a Yakuman, you feel pretty good.
I would say so. Yeah, Kevin looking trying like he's gonna build something expensive, but I just don't think the time is there. And I wonder at what point Pio tries to start like sashikomiing into stuff to just end the game.
Honestly, I would have started possibly beforehand.
Yeah, the one thing. Oh, and
Oh,
Eric will
yeah,
sumo.
never
That'll
mind.
end the game for just Chun. So that's going to be
Yeah,
300, 500, and
yeah,
that will take us
and
to our game two.
yeah. The real funny thing here is actually Pio did get his revenge from against Kevin. He put Kevin in forfeit, and it was a real flip flop of the last time they fought. So there we are.
Yeah, wow. And I mean, it is just really rough to be here at this table and not be PO because
Yeah.
I think that even the second place with plus 10 Uma is still like
Oh, it's still
negative
negative. Yeah,
victory.
the triads do not get a lucky break here, which is oh man, that
Yeah,
is a
that is
pain.
damage mitigation. Also 35k return, notably because of the Oka, so even worse than it looks if you're used to ladder.
Though I gotta say, the Penguins. If you're a Penguin fan, you're probably really happy about that because that bumped them big.
Yeah, you're living large, and also seeing Dora Neko and Falcons losing points at the other table. I believe once we get this score update in, the Penguins might jump to third or possibly even second with such a big first.
hmm Uh, I think with the Uman score and all that, how that works out. I did Pio break triple digits or no?
No, he didn't quite break triple digits. Oh, did he? Is it plus 100? I think it's like plus 90 something. Maybe like 99. Maybe it's just barely plus 100 with the
Uh
84.
we'll find out soon. We are gonna take a 10-minute break, I believe.
Yeah, we will be right back for our exciting table 2, but at the moment, wow, what a play by PO to get that Yakuman.
It was riveting. I really didn't think it was come together, and wow.
Yeah, just chase those Riichis fearlessly. Never stop gambling, folks. You might just win.
All right, and we're back in week 8 of N League itself. And I am, of course, joined by number one fanboy of the Penguins, Damien. How you
Yes,
doing,
sir. Yes,
Damien?
sir. I'm feeling great right now. I just got to watch my captain win a Yakuman on stream. Truly a special moment, and I am so glad that I got to commentate it. But now, enough of that. Game one was filled with fireworks, even if they were kind of a one-way street. Let's see if we can maybe get a more interesting and competitive game two.
Mm-hmm. And as we said, this table is kind of the different sort of where the more of the upper teams were found in, so it could really divide up the placements.
And it looks like it already has done that pretty significantly. With that first game going in, the Dora Neko and Falcons both taking some punishment. Previously, 2 and 3 in the league, and I believe they have now both dropped placement after PO's ridiculous placement in game one.
Do we have
On
a
top,
number on that? On how much it was? Plus what?
yeah, so it was plus 101.7 for PO.
Oh boy, that is the biggest game of the season so far. Yeah.
Yeah, biggest game of the season and potentially the second biggest game in N League history.
Just goes to show how ridiculous of a situation that really was. But I'm excited to see. I believe the members of these tables are Sam from Doroneko, Way from the Brooklyn Sours, Michael from the Falcons, and Chris from the Opie Dopes, right?
Yes, and it looks like the Opie Dopes have continued their just truly unstoppable streak on that off-stream table. Chris picking up a first, a nice plus 55.4 in the bank. So tonight really has been a story of the rich getting richer.
Mm-hmm. Chris has had a pretty steady season already. His last showing wasn't like as hot as the other one, but it's nice to see that he kind of reignited his magic. So that's good.
I mean, honestly, like, even if he just took a very modest second here, I think he would be, like, back in contention for one of the top scorers in the league.
That is that's a nice thing to be. I'd say I'd be pretty happy if that.
I mean, it's kind of horrifying given I think that like if he did make it, I think like 3 of the top 4 would be members of the Opie Dopes.
I mean, that's how you just like you do supremacy. That's how you just
Yeah.
show everyone up. You're like, we are number one.
Yeah, we are the best team. It's not close. Y'all can fight for second though.
You gotta love to see it. Uh, though it's we got a whole nother game to go. Who knows what could happen? Oh,
Yes.
and it just started too. Sam being our starter dealer, I believe.
Yeah, obviously we all saw in that last game how absolutely explosive the scoring can be. So, one game really can change it all here.
The beauty of mahjong. Sometimes you get a fourth, sometimes you get a first, sometimes you get absolutely nothing. It's truly magical.
Yeah. We'll though hopefully someone will be able to nope the dopes at this intersection because my god,
Mhm.
I do not want to see them break 400 points.
Listen, if they get a whole nother one, it's just basically like being, you got combo, you're just gonna have to accept the combo. You just close your eyes, take your hand off the controller, and just accept it.
Yeah, I gotta live with it.
All
Let's
right, yeah.
see. Decent high pie for Sam. Got some
hmm
callability with the Hatsu and some decent blocks already picked up. Few Conchon and Penchon to fill, but very workable.
Yeah, very workable. Honestly, very fine starting high pie. Can't be too angry about it.
And it looks like it's going to be a 9p Dora.
hmm Oh, interesting hand for Michael. Get a double of the twos. Honestly, a little awkward isolated tiles, but it could work out in his favor. Though the double whites are in Chris's hand.
Yeah, not a lot to work with, I think, for Michael, just because the south is not his wind. It's already once cut. It's just kind of weird at this point. But Way with an excellent fill, making that Yonreikai very efficient shape.
And we could actually see a 5, 6, 7 Shanshoku if they get lucky.
Yeah, Way also, I believe, Ishan 10 there.
And the call across the board from Sam. He's trying to get open and trying to show people this is my dealership and it's going to stay that way.
Yeah, as we saw, the value of those repeats can really like be hugely effective.
Mm. 7 comes up. Are we going to keep trucking door or not doors? Honors? Yep, that we are.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you'd like to have a little bit of safety, but given the south pair, you're probably going to end up pushing forward with that. So shouldn't be too hard to fold, even if you run into something more unfortunate.
Yeah. And do you think Chris will call the White Dragons when it comes out?
I think that's pretty likely. I mean, the shapes are not obviously perfect for him, but securing that Yaku would, I think, make sense here. Yeah,
And yep,
there
you
we're
were
going to see him
correct.
do it.
Yeah. Yeah, as you said, the shapes aren't the worst thing. They're not the best thing in the world, but they're fine. Now, does
Yeah,
he chuck Dora?
I think you'd
Nope,
rather
chucks
keep
the
the Dora
three.
because the 3P is also Suji to the 6P, so that's also a little inefficient. And giving
Mhm.
yourself the chance for value, I think, is very important when you open up with Yakuhai. Oh, and an amazing
Oh,
fill.
wow.
I wonder if he'll opt to Riichi or if he's going to try for more here.
You could go for the Riichi just on the 8, but it's a little, it's not much value is the real shame.
Yeah, not much value, kind of a bad weight. I could definitely see trying to, push this for a little bit.
If you cut the 9, I think it's perfectly fine. It's first line. It's acceptable.
Yeah, there's time to get upgrades
Yeah.
here, and yeah, I think you would much rather have like the Pinfu or at least a Rionman weight.
Yeah. Pinfu farming is always acceptable around here. Draws the 6 in Michael's hand, filling out another block, so you'll love to see that.
Yes, very nice for him, but hopefully,
Ooh.
can. Damn, unfortunate backfire.
And 4 pickup for Sam. That is helpful. Strengthens one of the already existing blocks.
Yeah, and it's always nice to have pairs that you could potentially call when you're already open. It is much faster than calling for a sequence.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Ooh, 7 pickup for Chris. That
Yeah,
does make things interesting if he wants them to be.
I could definitely see a path where you just cut the 6P and go for the Dora, but with some already awkward shapes like the other Penchon. Nope,
Yeah.
still wants to keep that as an open possibility.
Now we could, if we draw the 8, we could now we could maybe Dora Tonki, or not Dora, Dora Tonki. There we go. Ugh.
Okay, so now we don't quite get our Sanchoku here, which is unfortunate. But we do have a two-sided Riichi, so I think Weibin is going to be happy with that at the beginning of the second row.
Yeah, it's not too shabby. Not worth a lot, but money is money.
Yeah, I mean Riichi Nomi, like Sensei Riichi Nomi, is not so bad. Oh, and pairing up the Dora here for Chris now
Wow,
gives
that's
some incentive
crazy.
to fight. But will
Mm.
he? I mean, good shapes too with the double Rionman, but a lot of tiles to push to get to Tenpai. Awkward draw for Sam. A little bit hard to defend here. Yeah, Michael is close, so the value of that south pair now presenting itself. Oh, and another
Oh,
Shanzen improvement for Chris.
that is an awkward one though,
I
because
mean, I think that's not so bad because, well, I mean, you do have to pick one of your Rionmen.
yeah, that's the issue. Is you have
Ooh,
to pick one of them. You're like, well, which child do I love the most? Kind of situation. And oh, hey,
yeah,
pick up for Sam. Though the usual thought here is maybe you want to cut the 4 now that you've drawn the 3. Or no, that's a 6, not a 3. I can't
yeah.
read.
There's so much that Sam has to think about here. Not a lot of direct safety at all,
Yeah,
and
opts to
no
go
real
into
good way to
the
back out.
opts to go into the middle of the Manzu, which is pretty nice.
That will likely kill Michael's hand. Very hard to find Tenpai from that position, even if the value would be good.
hmm It kind of feels like a Chris waiting for Tenpai waiting room versus the Riichi on the table kind of situation.
Yeah, certainly that looks to be how it's shaping up, and 6P gives Sam another term of safety, which is very welcome from his seat.
Yes, yes, yes. 8 cut for Michael, and we keep on trucking.
Yeah, I mean, you can push the 3-pin, I believe, because, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's cut a few danger tiles, so I feel like he's in it for the long haul at this point. But we'll
I
see.
mean, yeah, certainly, but eventually there just becomes enough Suji out on the board where it's like, I really just can't push this at all.
Yeah, that is
Not without
true.
already being Tenpai. But I guess
Mhm.
there's only the north as safety in the hand, which isn't directly safe either. So
Is
once got
Hatsu?
north, is looking pretty good here. Is Hatsu the one that he called? Is that giving him a con opportunity? No, that was Sam. So that is a completely safe
Yeah.
tile for
Yeah, I
later.
was gonna say that thing is dead, right? Yeah, it's dead. So perfectly safe Hatsu. Love to see it.
Oh, pairs up the 5p, so maybe there is still a little bit life left in this hand yet for Michael.
Yeah. If he draws a 6 character, we could see a fight.
Another
Ooh.
kind of awkward draw for Chris. Hard to push that into the Riichi. Not a lot of Sozu tiles from Wei.
Yeah.
I think you
No, I
probably just.
mean, you probably just cut. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh no, he's
All
he's
right.
very committed to this fight.
Why not?
I think I would go with the Hatsu there at least immediately because that would give you the opportunity to you know get the third 9p for
Yes. Yeah.
a
Yeah.
Mongon.
The true greed play. I see. Beautiful.
Well, it's
No,
not
no,
true
it's not
greed.
true
It's also
greed because you
defense
get the improvement, right?
temporarily.
Yeah, which is
Uh,
nice.
that is Suji, but it is close to the Riichi tile and could deal into Dora Penchon, but opts to cut it anyway. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
seeing very committed offense here. And Sam has been finding safety.
I will say it is very pleasant for a viewing experience when you get 2 aggressions. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely. It breathes life into the hand. Michael with another awkward decision here. Yeah. The 4p is luckily already safe. I believe Wei cut that fairly early into the Riichi.
That's Tenpai on the 2/5 Manzu.
Yeah, so a nice 39 good weight for Chris to fight this with.
And honestly, it's kind of depressing if Wade doesn't win this hand. He's did this like 2-sided decent weight this early. And you're like, oh, you didn't even sumo it yet. It's kind of oof.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's just very represented in other players' hands at the moment. So just very expensive weight, unfortunately, and looks like it's not coming so easily.
Yeah, them's the breaks. Sometimes you just can't really control what other people have.
Yeah, mahjong can be very cruel in that way. But Chris's weight also a little bit stuck in Michael's hand as well. So
Mm-hmm.
potentially we could see Ryukyoku here.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, interesting spot if he thinks the 3 is safer. Oh, this
Yeah,
toss
I
is safe
mean
anyways. We're gonna keep the 2-sided. Yeah.
we've seen the commitment to pushing, so I think there's no like if you're gonna have to like semi push a tile anyway, and it downgrades your weight. I really like I like the ambition to just keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
And another pickup of one of the weights by Michael.
Ooh.
I don't think you go for the Dora Shabo here. Surely not.
I don't think so either. That'd be a little awkward.
I think when you're chasing Riichi, you would really rather have
Then
the
you just
advantage of a
made
good weight. Yeah,
Yeah,
you made
then you
that
just
Suji.
made the Suji. Yeah, they'd be ridiculous.
I wonder if Sam has enough draws to make that a Chitoi Tenpai for K10. I don't think so. It doesn't look like it.
Mhm. Though it is nice that he finally got to be able to get rid of the Aka because you saw it finally come out. He's like, oh, Kembutsu, finally.
Yeah, looking like it's just gonna diffuse into a K10 scenario here.
Yep. Which honestly, not too bad. You know, we get a Holmba and a Riichi stick in the center, and some payments come out.
Yeah, we get some interesting opportunities during Weibin's dealership.
The real
Yes.
shame here is Sam is just like, well, I had an okay hand, but it just kind of flowed away and down the river.
Yeah, someone else called, ended up being faster, and there was an early Riichi. Ooh, Onko for Weibin of the 1.
I really like that. You know, starting off with 8 Fu really lets your hand kind of be a little bit more flexible in what Yakus you want to do.
Yeah, the con can also be a lot of fun. If you get that close, 32 is pretty significant. And having the double Dora 5p as well.
Mm-hmm.
Promising
That
signs for a dealership.
yeah. Honestly, 32 Fu is basically a whole Han anyways, so you can kind of think of it as that way.
Yeah, in certain circumstances it can be similar if the rest of your hand isn't going to plan.
Mm-hmm. That is a Anko of West. Sadly, not their seat win, but I'm sure Sam is still happy with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just hugely flexible for the hand. It gives, again, as we were talking about, 8 Fu, which can be relevant. Also, just a lot of opportunity to bail out of the hand if you need it.
Mm-hmm. And cutting the 8, getting a little upgrade on their shape-wise, which is always fun. 3 pickup, do we want to keep it and balance with our Anko?
It's decent. I think. Oh, I'm surprised that 3-pin didn't go out there because it overlaps Dora, so you can get a second Dora acceptance, but it is also a little inefficient currently as the hand stands.
And I honestly thought we might keep the 1 just for the Itsu chance, even though it might be a little far-fetched, but it's okay.
Yeah, that is another possibility. Oh, that's a nice
6
draw from
pickup, though,
Sam.
for
Pick up
Sam.
the
Yeah.
Ryan. The question is, what are you cutting out of? Because you,
I imagine the 3-1, right? But I could be wrong.
yeah, you might want to cut the 2-4 just to potentially accept Dora.
Oh, yeah, yeah. At least okay, yep,
Yeah.
2-4. You're correct, yeah. I was like that or you just cut the 1 because yeah, the 3 at least
Ooh,
lets
another
you
pair for
accept Dora.
Wayman.
I kinda like that.
I mean, like, it seems a little awkward long term because I feel like this
No,
hand has a
no, no.
decent chance of ending on a Shabo wait now.
We gotta think long term, Son Uncle. It's gonna be
Oh
great.
yes, yes, it'll upgrade. I see your vision. I see your vision. I like that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Wow, 5
Oh,
pickup.
very nice.
Alright.
Aka 5. Pretty much exactly what you want to see there if you're Sam.
Mhm. Honestly, the hand might come to completion at any moment in reality. That 5 pickup really fixes a lot of the shapes.
Honestly, given the number of like pairs and everything that's going on here, it's kind of feeling a little Toitsuba.
Uh,
I think we're
there we go.
on the
Oh,
wrong hand
yeah,
there.
okay. Yeah, I was like, I think we're on the wrong hand, but it's okay. I got a little whiplash from that.
Yeah, Chris looking the most horizontal right now.
7 pickup for Sam. Not very useful, especially because we cut the 8 already earlier.
Yeah, and we already have another way to accept the Dora, so really kind of unnecessary.
Anko for Michael. Wow, it's Anko City for everyone out here.
Yeah,
It's probably
definitely
who we should have got the.
Toitsuba right now.
hmm Maybe we should have got them to sponsor us instead of Riichi City. No Riichis right now, after all.
Okay. Interesting from Sam here. We're gonna pursue the Honitsu.
hmm Which I don't mind. No one
Yeah,
else is open.
Honitsu Aka adds a lot of speed to this, and for decent value as well. A 39 plus the 25 on the table. Like that's pretty significant bounty to take home.
Yeah, you're eating good if you get that home. Now the real issue is if he goes open once more and someone finally does hit the Tempai and Riichi, then you're kind of in an odd spot.
I mean, it's really not so bad. This is like one of the more defendable open hands I've ever seen because of that West Onko. So you have
That's true. You could just cut the West.
a
Yes.
lot of ability to run away from the hand if you decide that it's not what you're looking for.
Unless he cons the West right here. Ah, oh no, never mind.
I think the con will probably like the diamond con will probably not come out unless Sam was already Tempai.
No. Yeah,
He's
that'd
a
be
more conservative
surprising.
player. There are definitely people who would do it. I just don't think Sam is one of them.
Mhm. I never got to see the situation if Pio would con the last table, and I really wanted to see if he would or wouldn't. But
Oh, he will.
he
He
will.
loves conning.
Oh,
Okay.
oh,
Okay.
hey, see
No, no, no.
another
Maybe you're
Unko.
right. Okay, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Maybe we look to take this to Sananko. I think you cut the 8 so here, no? Oh, that is just a useless floater. Sorry, I didn't
yeah, yeah. It's
identify
useless
that.
floater. Yeah. Why not?
But yeah, no, I like that. You pick up the 9 so next turn,
It's just
and then
easy, so
yeah.
simple, so it's such an easy transition.
Yeah. Sananko is a really fun Yaku. I love
Yeah,
hands that get to be Sananko.
my favorite personally being like Sun Uncle Dojun. Anytime I see someone win with that hand, I want to clap for him. I'm like, yeah, you
Oh my
did it.
god, this is getting
Wow.
Sananko. Get that 8 so out of here. Get that disgusting 8 so out of here. We're gonna cut this
The issue
Akadora.
here, yeah, is the Akadora though is the issue because like, can we
Well, I
still
mean, if we
use it or not?
no, surely not. I think you at least hedge the Sananko there. It's worth 2 Han.
That is true, which is worth the same value as the Dora though. It's sitting in your hand.
Oh yeah, right. It is double Dora right now, huh?
Yeah, that's the issue, right? If it was just one, I would probably agree, but like it's two, it's a little awkward.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, speaking of Dora, there it is in Chris's hand, though. Can he use it?
Does not serve him very well here. Honestly, could be more of a liability than anything. Oh, and Sam picks up his Tenpai. That's actually a really nice looking Tenpai. I believe that's a 258 Sanmenchan for him.
Oh my lord! And he was
See?
here we
See?
yeah
See?
yeah.
I'm so good at Mahjong. I would not get punished
Wow.
by that.
Dang, you're
Oh,
right.
and a
You're
nice
right.
Kanchan fill for Michael.
Which is really nice because that means he's probably never dropping those Manzus, which is fantastic.
Yeah, that's huge for the defense potential against the Sanchoku. Sorry, not the Sanchoku, the Honitsu. But I
Yes.
wonder what happens from Michael's perspective here. The 9p gets you closer to Tenpai immediately, but does kind of wash out the potential for value from the hand. Yeah, opts to go a nice path there. I think the keeping the pair within that shape allows him the flexibility to still become valuable without sacrificing really too much efficiency.
And I would like to make it clear, Wei is not Tenpai. They are Yushan Ten, even if its screen says they are. So just yeah, there we go.
Yeah. That
Double
is
pickup
a
for
dealing
Chris,
style.
but he doesn't need more doubles with his hand. Opts to
But
cut
we'll
the
part
ones
with it
though.
just for safety. Yeah, the pond is suspicious from Toyman, from Shimo. So
Yeah, I don't know, Matt. Oh hey,
okay, no. I'm bad at this game. Weibin is better than me. He got the better Sananko.
and we're Dama. Now I'm a huge fan. All
Yeah,
right, force.
Sananko with the double Dora as dealer. Like this is just so much potential. Oh my god, Michael,
Oh my,
he's
he
gonna
just
die.
dropped it last turn. He
He's gonna
just
die.
dropped it last turn. Oh no.
He's gonna die here. There's no way he gets around this.
Yeah, like, because why would he, like, well, I checked it last turn. Why would I keep it this time? It's worse to hold, right? Unless
It
he
is
clocked that Wei is now Tenpai.
it is impressive how deep in the tank he's going on this. Very good Mahjong instinct to not just throw that back immediately.
Wow. I
Ooh,
can't believe he smelled that. That's wild.
narrow avoidance there. Yeah, Haku pretty
I
safe
really,
to throw, very easy to get rid of.
I honestly thought Wei was putting up an unblockable, but somehow, Michael's defense, impeccable right there.
Yeah, especially having just cut that off the
Oh, and they draws the 4. Oh, that's a hard tile to throw.
yeah, with the potential Honitsu staring you down, very difficult to get rid of that. Probably just have to look for some way to fold out of this.
Yep,
Yeah.
and there goes the 9.
Oh, does that Tenpai for Chris? No, not quite.
No, not quite. Not quite. I believe it's a Sean 10, but it's still kind of clunky.
Yeah, weird. You have to throw something awkward here. The Monzu are hard to cut because of the Honitsu. The Dora is hard to cut because it's the Dora and it's late, but is able to find the Dora cut and advance the hand. This is such a devastating Dama if it lands. It's like 1350 if you get hit by it.
I don't think the North looked safe there. Wow, the
Oh,
8
that is
Chris.
Tenpai.
That's
Yeah.
yeah, that's crazy. All
The
right.
yeah, and assuming that he pushes for this good weight Tanyao, he will not deal in, even though it looks bad.
Yeah. He just happens to have all the 8s, which is exactly what Sam wants.
Also keeps that Dama. So we're really looking at Dama City. A lot of snakes hiding in these reeds.
Which I don't
Ooh.
mind it. Ooh, another dealing tile for Michael. Can he smell that?
Yeah, and it's the indicator too, so that one's especially suspicious.
That's the
Yeah,
8. All
good
right.
instincts. Very nice defense.
Ooh, that
I
is
don't think that changes the shape, or at least if it does, it doesn't change it in a helpful way.
no, I don't think it's very useful here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I think
can
we
just
just
throw
chuck
that
it.
back. I think it's also like relatively safe. Came out a lot recently. Ugh, the tension in the air. Ooh,
Oh,
he
the
picks up a deal in tile.
5.
Surely you push that, right?
I
Like it looks
mean,
bad, but yeah,
yeah, but
yeah,
you
yeah.
can't not. This
No,
hand's
no way to
too
avoid that.
nice.
Yeah, so that'll be just a nice Honitsu. That's
Honitsu
I think he
Aka? Yeah.
I think he can Is that enough foo? Because it's two. You can interpret it as the pair, right? Because that would. Oh no, no,
You
you can't.
no 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 no
Only
no.
if you get the
Uh,
2M can you interpret it as the pair.
yeah, so I
So
think
yeah,
it's
I think it's
yes,
just
it's eight
39.
foo. Yeah. Which I mean, hey, I think Wei made a perfect call there because like your
Yeah,
hand
yeah.
is just so valuable. You got to push that.
No, especially you're the dealer. Like the only thing that I might consider doing differently, there is. I mean, it's super late in the hand, so probably not actually worth it. But if you're like committed to pushing that tile, then maybe it's time to Riichi.
I see.
But
I think I
probably
think
too
what you
late.
really should do is just ask Michael to deal in next time really nicely because that was just
Yeah, yeah.
ridiculous.
Insanely good defense. Michael really showing why he's been such a class player and putting up excellent results this season with that like truly genius defense.
I should also mention Wei is the person who had the second highest scoring game, I believe, over this season. Well, now it's the second highest. It was the first, I believe. So
Oh really? I thought
uh,
that Eric K's game was the highest scoring game in the league up until this point.
I swore it was Wei's. I
I mean,
believe there were
it's
nine.
possible. I could just be
Yeah,
misinformed.
I could be misinformed. Who knows?
All right, so we got Dora Forso. Yeah, not a lot of callability in Sam Sam, picking up awkward
No.
conchons and pairs.
Honestly, Waze is probably the most callable of the hands that potential double
Yeah,
north
you got the
or sorry,
North.
not double dwarf, pair of Norse
Look,
is
if we start playing like Echons and I can get around to having a double North, I'd be thrilled. That sounds very
same.
funny.
Same. It is just a fun thing.
Or at least like Tanshaba, just like
Yeah.
inject some
Double
novelty.
active double active wind is always fun. Ooh, three
Okay,
pickup for way. That
slight upgrade
really
for Wei.
yeah,
I
now
think
you
you
can really use the Akka.
do you cut away from the Yonrenkai or yeah, just drop the pair
Oh,
here. I
yeah.
like that. You've got a lot of
Yeah.
them.
Now we might be calling the North, but we still, as you said, we had another pair to fall back on, so that's quite nice.
Yeah, I think that's a very solid decision. Yeah, just kind of treading water over there for Chris. Not a lot of progress being made. Ooh, the Anko is very
Uncle,
helpful for Sam.
yeah, eat food. Don't mind if they do, and
Still a lot
if
of
they
awkward
call,
shapes to fill though.
yeah. Oh, though there's the 5. Yeah, you can't really use. Well, no, yeah, no.
Yeah, no, you just got that back because the 7 is now forming as a sequence builder in Pinzu, so you don't want
hmm
to cut the second one immediately.
Oh, there's the self. Sadly, the two of them are right across next to you in Sam's hand.
Hmm. Yeah, that's better than the. Is it better than the 4P? I don't know. I might want to keep
I
the.
don't know about that. I think
I
I
just want
keep
to
the
keep the
4.
floater.
Wow, that's a
That's a nice
crazy.
fill.
That's Dora pickup. That Phil, that goes
Yeah, that's
wild.
pretty huge. Yeah, now you
Yeah,
can
and
call the Senpai with Dora too.
I really like the cut there, keeping the ones as your head most likely, no matter what you do.
Yeah, I think just accepting that it's probably pawn 10 is a very smart maneuver there.
Mm. Now we have an Anko the 6 in Michael's hand.
Yeah, slightly
It's not the
simplifies the Pinzu shape.
yeah, it's not honestly the best because now we're like resigning ourselves to probably just like a Nomi, but we'll see what happens.
I mean, sometimes with the like slow hands with awkward shapes, you kind of have to if you want to
That
keep
is
any
true.
amount of safety. And also an opportunity for a San Menchon in
Oh.
Wei's hand. If he draws the 6M, I believe, he would get the oh no, because that wouldn't be Tempai.
Well, yeah, I don't feel like he's been like the craziest, greediest player, so I don't think he'll probably take that routing, but we'll see.
Yeah, and you already have good value in the hand. It's just convert your Dora, you know?
Oh, 6 pickup actually quite helps with the 8 in the hand already.
Yeah, probably see the Tuso go here because the 6 can also accept the Dora if it comes.
hmm I mean, they much prefer to probably do like an SSK 6-8 or 7-8-9 or maybe 6-8. We'll see what happens.
It's weird for Wei. You probably cut the 7. Oh,
Yeah, yeah, because I mean, this is fine shape wise.
yeah, I was just wondering if you cut the 7P because the 7P doesn't actually expand acceptance at all there relative to the
No, they're simply going to draw Itsu. It's just so easy.
True.
Yeah.
Very
And
true.
then we're gonna cut both the Norse, and we're somehow gonna get like Pinfu. It's gonna be silly.
Genius. You're so right. Not a lot of Dora showing up in these hands, despite how long this has gone. I think
No, no,
only
no.
the one for Wei.
Oh, see,
Oh,
it's
okay.
just
Wow.
Itsu. It's
Oh my
just
god.
Itsu
You're so much
Pinfu.
better at this game than me. I. It would be unfortunate though if Wei actually decided to go that route because that is much harder to win with the
Hmm.
6-pin Onko in Mike's hand.
That is true, but it kind of looks like he's going that route because he did cut the one, but it's not the Itsu, so he's still looking for the pawn of the Norse.
Yeah, I think I like that idea just because it allows you to potentially be on Ryanman Tenpai after the Pawn of the North, which, feels a lot better.
Hmm. White pickup for Chris. Already drew two of them. Such a shame. It's all dead now. Can't draw a fifth.
Yeah, Chris really just having a rough go of it, drawing and discarding his honors for what feels like this entire hand.
Yeah, and it hasn't even been the full hand, so it's not even Nagashi. So whatever.
Yeah, another weird fill for Sam. Yeah, maybe just start cutting away and hopefully turn the Monzu into a Ryanman.
One can hope. And there goes the two cuts. So now the blocks are all but confirmed, and the east is the safe tile, I presume.
Yeah, it makes sense. Once cut, so not super likely to be dangerous. And also, I believe that one time it was cut is by the dealer. Oh no, that was by Sam, so not quite maximally safe, but reasonable to keep around. Yeah,
A
just
four pickup for
really,
yeah, just
really
and we already
awkward.
had one of those earlier. This is really just unfortunate for Sam's draws. Why, right?
Yeah, I think all you're really trying to do at this point in the hand is maybe try and get that 789 Sanshoku.
Here's a three pickup. I mean, we once again we also had the three earlier, but gonna choose to hold it because there's the off chance we draw the two and just take the tempai.
Yeah, opting to get more ways to Tenpai when you have those two Doras available to you already seems like a very solid and normal play to make.
Hmm. I gotta say, I don't think it's gonna happen this hand, but it could. Is the potential chance of we get to the end, no one's tempai? Isn't those weird awkward situations?
Yeah, though this is getting weird enough that I could definitely see people like starting to sort of fold to thin air, but
Yeah,
we'll see if it ends up being that way.
hopefully not, because I always love to see action. Oh, there's
Oh,
the
there we go. Wayman gets
North.
the Tenpai, and he gets the best possible Tenpai, so now he has 4 Han with that Riichi on a
Mhm.
Ryanman.
So as we know, those sixes are locked up in Michael's hand.
Yeah, a little bit hard to access. I believe there's 4 of Way's winning tiles in Michael's hand. I believe that Chris just discarded one, so 1 in the pond. But that would
Hmm.
still leave 3 up for grabs, so reasonably sumoable. And
Yeah,
now a real.
they
Oh, is this an Itsu Tenpai for Michael? Yes, it is. Yeah,
yeah,
Chase
that's
is looking for the
crazy.
7P. A little bit
Yeah,
hard to grab. Two, once cut from Weibin and once held. But
but
we
I
got
mean,
a
hey,
fight in the Pinzu.
which is pretty exciting. And honestly, now everyone who's not in tempai, can they even get the tempai is the question.
Yeah, progress leaping forward here, getting nice fills, but it feels hard to push right now. Ooh, Aka 5P for Sam. Could tempt him into it. Yeah, gonna go south-south, try and Mawashi. Wants to keep fighting.
Can't blame him for it. And yep, one cut, and don't really have a choice.
Yeah, picks up a nice safe tile for Chris. He can just throw that back.
Hmm. I mean, I think Chris is just going to be happy to fold here and
Ooh,
just
Sam with
see
another
what
piece of
happens.
progress could end up making this a 3-way fight. Especially if he draws the 7P, could very much become one of the. Oh, but
Oh
will
no,
not
no, it
come
will
to
not be
pass.
a three-way fight.
Yeah, Michael
Ooh,
will get
wait,
get done in.
is the
Oh,
oh my
Urasan, that's
lord! I was
disgusting.
like,
Is that Baimon?
it's
Riichi,
Urasan.
Riichi, Dora, North, Urasan. No, not quite, not quite. That will
So
be
close.
Hane.
Only a Hane. Oh no.
Honestly, low impact Urasan, only 4K point difference.
Yeah.
I've seen much grosser Urasans.
I mean, I'd much rather deal into that than a Kokoshi, so
Oh, well,
sounds good
yeah,
to me.
certainly not the worst deal in tonight, but looks like Michael has a great chance to redeem himself here. Hanitsu
Oh yeah.
potential in the Dora suit with the double Dora already?
Yeah. 3
I don't
completed
know.
blocks out the gate that we could call those 3 floating tiles, but honestly, who cares? This
I
hand's great.
kinda wanna hit the oh, it's Chris's dealership though.
Oh yeah, it is Chris's dealership, but still a good hand from
Yes,
Michael.
yes, yes. I kinda wanna cut that
Mhm,
that 8M and just hit the gas. Whipping with another
mhm.
North Onko, but this one not quite as good as the last one.
That we know of. He could get another Urasan. We don't know.
True, true. But it would be a little far fetched to get Urasan on the same tile twice in a row.
Listen, then you start going into occult mahjong at that point. You're like, maybe North is lucky.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Hmm. Yeah,
East cut.
Michael opting for a more normal progression here doesn't want to quite force the Dora suit Honitsu as bad as I want to, but I think that is ultimately a more reasonable and disciplined play.
Yes. 2 cut from Sam here, just getting rid of one of the isolated blocks, holding on to the green dragon in hopes that
Ooh,
maybe they
very
can get
nice
a
penchant
double.
fill for Weibin.
Oh,
Oh, that's interesting. Wants to go into that Honitsu direction. Weibin
yeah,
is a man of vision.
and Michael here getting an Anko of the ones. Love to see that.
Yeah, so ends up being rewarded for his patience and not flippantly committing to Pinzu.
Hmm.
Ooh,
The 4 fill
nice
is
Kanchan fill. That's
beautiful.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives us a pretty nice Ishanten for Sam. Yeah, and Weibin is really starting to look like it's going to be a Honitsu.
Yeah. Now, oh, the 8 cut? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
It's
Seven's just a
interesting.
stronger floater.
Yeah.
And Chun
Another
is a better
guy.
pair candidate if it ends up being another Itsu opportunity.
Yeah, and then it's another Kanchan fill, so that's nice. But this is Riichi, obviously. Pinfu on the 4-7, right?
And this is a dealer Riichi, so it's putting a lot of pressure on the table, especially when people are all close to Tenpai.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, as we said before, the Opie Dopes have been winning quite a lot. Chris won the last hand. If you win it, if you deal into this hand, it's starting the same kind of cycle, so you got to get worried.
Yeah. This could pose a pretty large risk to Michael. Obviously, it has shown his defensive prowess pretty convincingly in this game so far, but that 7 is loose in the hand, and Tenpai is not that far away. Ooh, Sam with a great opportunity to chase here. Sun Menchon might see an open Riichi here.
I wouldn't hate to see it, honestly. It seems like a decent spot to try.
Yeah, personally, I would absolutely love to slam an open Riichi here. You got one Dora behind it. You're, you know.
Oh,
Ooh,
all right. I
okay.
mean, this is fine. This is fine too. It, of course, obviously sets the hand back, but you're definitely not
Yeah.
going to deal in with your whites.
I mean, it's easy to get back to Tenpai though because it is Ryantan Sanmenchon. Oh yes, but
Oh, that never
Chris
mind.
will
Just
just
sumo.
sumo.
All right. Yeah, my
The
mistake.
OP
All right.
dopes are, of course, the most blessed. Oh, and the
And
Ura.
they hit
That's
Ura.
huge.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is Riichi, Pinfu, Dora, Dora, Ura,
No,
Sumo.
that's
So that's gonna be a Hanemon for Chris. That's gonna be 6K all.
Don't you love it?
Oof, wow. It really just we've been saying it all season, but oh boy, are the OP dopes unstoppable.
Yeah. When it rains, it pours kind of situation.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, look, I'm gonna be so real with you. After the first 2 seasons that they have, they earned this. The amount of character building suffering that has been going on in that camp over the last 2 seasons has been truly something to behold, and this is the reward for having that fortitude.
Mm.
Ooh, nice
It's ba- it-
callable hand.
wow, that's wow. That's really nice for
I
Chris.
believe the
Actually, we
8
could
so is also
see.
Dora, because we can kind of see the top of the 7 so poking out there.
Yep, you are correct. Good eye.
I play this game too much. I shouldn't be able to see the top of the tile and be like, oh yeah, I know what the Dora indicator is.
As long as you're not feeling the tile and doing Mopai, and then you're fine. If you're
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
Mopai,
You might be cooked. Too far gone.
yeah. Mopai gamers are just not real people.
Yeah, it is such a cool skill to have though. Yeah, very efficient here for Chris. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw another repeat on this.
hmm Right now, obviously, there is a home ball already stacked up, so it's quite tasty if they get another.
Yeah, we've been also with a Dora in hand, getting a lot of pairs, so Cheetoy with two Dora is always appealing as an option, but kind of far away and a little slow. Ooh,
hmm
pairs up the Dora. That's really, really nice for
Wow,
Chris.
that's kind of crazy. I would cut the two. I mean, I imagine the five will fall
Yeah,
out as
now
well,
you have the
but
Pawn 10 for Ryanman Tenpai for dealer 77 becomes 92. You're loving life.
also Sam has a very good chance for 2, 3, 4 Shan Shoku if the things go out right for them.
Yeah, good opportunities for Sam certainly, but a little bit slow maybe with such powerful force building behind the Opie Dope's captain.
hmm I'm actually kind of surprised that Chris doesn't cut the five like nowish because those are the kind of tile that could kind of get you in trouble if you don't like hit your tempai somewhat soon.
Yeah, I could understand wanting to cut the Shampai East first, but if I see like a safer honor here, I would much rather have that kind of extra defensive prowess because the shapes are already set.
Yeah, you don't need to keep pushing kind of situation.
Yeah, like you're not picking up really any meaningful efficiency with that other dangerous tile. Okay, yeah, now here I would cut the 5 pin since you already cut the east once. Ah, interesting.
Gonna gonna keep holding on to it. Hopefully they can draw
Ooh, picks up
themselves
the
the
Ipeco for
Aka.
Sam.
Ah, as we said, our favorite Yaku here.
I mean, look, if it shows up into my hand, I'm always grateful for it, but it's something that I really hate, like, actively going for. Because
Yeah,
it just
I understand.
feels miserable.
Yeah, honestly, I feel really bad if I ever do Ipeco Nomi. It just feels
Oh,
awful.
yeah, yeah. Really weird thing to Dama on, too. Yeah, opts to take the Nakabuke here over the Penchon.
Ooh, three came. Does Chris want to utilize this
I
five with
mean,
the three somehow?
that just doesn't do anything. There's no, like, it's just a worse block than what you already have.
Yeah, I mean the only potential upgrade with it is if you draw the four, you get yourself a Pinfu by cutting the dragons, but Pinfu is worth the same as a dragon, so why
And you
would you?
lose that call ability. Like,
Yeah,
Call
it just
Hatsu for 92 looks so good here.
ooh,
Honestly,
eight
even
pickup
if you pick it up
for
yourself, like given the point situation, you could Dama it as well.
nice improvement
96
from
doesn't look
Michael.
so bad. Yeah, looking pretty close to Itsu over there. Okay, Haku is Shanpai, so we probably cut that one back. I just really wish we had that East in the hand instead.
Yeah, same. It's feels a little awkward, but hopefully it doesn't bite him in the butt.
Yeah, luckily he is significantly faster than most of the table right now, so should be
Yeah,
able to escape the consequences of that, at least for now.
but we're getting. Oh, there's the grin. Never
Yeah,
mind.
Michael could just lock in some sort. Okay, yeah. Now we get that pawn,
And we're
and
waiting
Chris
on
will
the
have that
four.
nice 4-7 tempai for
Exactly.
77.
And with the home on top will be real tasty.
Ooh, Sam could deal in here immediately, and will. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Not a lot to do
Yeah.
about that one. Hard to
Nope.
know that the
But
hand is tempai or that it's expensive there.
yeah, which is just very painful. But I mean, Chris is very happy. Their hand was good for such a long time, and finally got the reward for it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, when we looked at that high pie, the expected win chance I think is very high, and then once the Dora pairs up too, it's just like you're loving life. So the OP
Yeah, you
dopes
can you can
continue.
see the smile on Chris's face there. He's like, "Yeah, this is pretty good, wasn't it?"
Yeah, that's real nasty work. Got some good Dora acceptance here. Not as quite straightforward as last hand though.
No, yeah, double West is sadly not your win, or sorry, pair of West is sadly not your win. So, such is life.
Rionman around the Aka 5 is definitely nice, but yeah, probably a little bit of a slower tempo on this one. And, just some awkward things to cut. You can cut the one Mon, you can cut the one So. There's just you got options there.
Hey, the pair of Hatsus still stick around, just in Sam's hand this time.
Yeah, and could potentially call it. There's a lot of value from Homba on the table, and Weiben
Mhm.
has a potential shift to a 789 Sanshoku up there.
Yeah, and they already have the potential Ipeco too, which would be very funny.
Relatively fast from Michael though, with another somewhat Itsu opportunity.
Mm. It's an interesting pickup, the 6. Yeah, just choosing to cut the 1. You don't really need that kind of tile in this hand.
Yeah, you can turn that into 2 blocks rather than one. Ooh, that's a huge pickup for Sam.
Wow.
Adds a lot of
Well,
value, makes a beautiful shape.
Sam might make all their money back they just lost. We'll see.
Yeah, definitely possible. And with the 3K and gravy on the table, looking pretty good for it. But Michael's hand is just so fast.
Ooh, and the 6 pickup for Chris is a little interesting. We now have 3 doubles, but are we happy if any of the 3 doubles?
I think you can cut west west here, aim towards Atanya
That makes
if you want
sense,
to
yeah.
keep making those continuances. So that's another Rionman for Sam. I wonder if he's gonna cut Hatsu, try and pick up Pinfu and hopefully Tanyao. Yeah, Wei getting another good shape, but might be a little bit too slow.
Mhm. And the double pickup for Michael, but yeah. I mean,
Also
yeah, we
kind of
definitely hold
awkward.
on to it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
cut
gonna
to
say
8, and then the West can be safe for later.
just a whole go around of not very useful draws for everybody, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean the progress so far has been reasonably good, so I can stomach a round of more less effective draws in the first row.
Yeah. Which is perfectly fine. Oh, the 6 cut here from Wei. Trying to confirm their double, perhaps.
Yeah, I like that. Having a confirmed pair there is nice because it makes the Ipeco a lot easier to work with, and opens that potential for the slightly better Riichi. Ooh, that's a
Oh,
nice
3 pickups.
nice fill.
Yeah.
Think you can
Having
cut the
Dora in your
4P
hand.
here. Yeah, maybe you keep the 4P around for a second Dora acceptance, but it does kind of overlap with the 6-7 that you got going on. So
Mhm. I think I would have cut the East there, but, not too shabby.
oh,
Ooh,
huge for
great pickup
Sam.
for
Gets
Sam.
the
Wow.
second Dora, and now is really looking to get that Tanya Pinfu Sancho. Sorry, not Tanya Pinfu. Sancho, just Tanya Pinfu.
Yeah, but, I mean, with Dora on top, that's the cherry
With
you
two
want.
Dora on top, you got enough.
Yeah,
Like,
2 do Dora. Sorry, my mistake.
okay, potential Ipeco chance for Michael here that would accept a second Dora, so could very well keep that. The
Let's
problem
get a
is,
little
what are we cutting away from this monster shape?
yeah, I guess the 9?
Okay.
Alright, yeah. Ooh, the 8 does fix parts of Chris's hand, gonna hold the East for some safety, it seems.
Yeah, now time to get rid of the 4 pin. I see that as a pretty reasonable course of action. And Sam's still just waiting in that nice Shanten.
Oh, that is not Tempai for Wei, but we're getting real close.
Surprised to see that the 5 so didn't come out there to maybe make the Suji trap on the Ipeco a little bit more convincing. But maybe just doesn't
Ye
want to deal with the low tile count because one of the 8 so is already cut.
yeah. That and, do you really have to pigeonhole yourself into Ipeco?
Ah, there we
Oh,
go.
hey.
Sam getting that
Yeah.
nice Riichi. Is there a Sanjoku? No, not quite because the 5
No.
is 3-4-5. But
Yeah, sadly.
still very beautiful hand.
Yeah. 3 and the 6, of course, so not too shabby.
Yeah, that is a tough pickup, but can incorporate into the hand. Doesn't really look especially safe against Sam, so we'll probably do so.
Michael in a little bit of an awkward spot here. They drew the 3. They're like, well, what do I do? They can. Mm, they could just start killing their own Manzu block, I guess, right?
Yeah, I could see that happening, but the 147 is not exactly a safe Suji to be cutting along either. So
No, no.
really tough defensive decision here from Michael.
Yeah, it just cuts the 1.
Yeah, very reasonable.
And Chris has been holding on to this East for a rainy day, but tosses the 9.
Yeah, so there is another 7 so for Wei. What is the cut here?
Probably just the one. I
Yeah,
mean,
pops
you
to
really want to deal into this. We have
yeah,
no idea. We
on the
haven't seen
Apatsu
any
turn.
Dora or any Akkas either. It's
Yeah, yeah.
the,
It's
the
so
expected
scary.
value is high.
Yeah. And for Wei, it's also dealing into a score rival too, so and that would move into South, so really not a
Mhm.
prospect he would want to be contending with.
For the sake of the table, what we want is Chris deals in because that would level things out a little bit. But we'll see if
Yeah.
we are so lucky.
It looks very unlikely given the current state of things. Although
Yeah.
if he did like immediately draw Tempai or yeah, just
Well,
call
or he
for
could
it.
force Tenpai.
Yeah, so now has the Tanya, so maybe, we do have a fight on our hands, so now it's possible.
hmm Sam, thankfully, not dealing right into Chris's Tenpai, so that's nice.
Yeah. Gonna be a tough fold for Wei here. Just like with a 7 Onko, it's just
Oh,
so
this
you
is
can
horrible.
Riichi no, you can Riichi this. You like for the Riichi Ipeco Dora Dora, like that's valuable at least. It's not good weight. It's not high
No,
probability, but like it at least gives you something
I
here.
think you have to open because like why
Uh
would anyone in their god's name drop the Dora, right?
well, I could see it coming out from Chris because he's in Tempai and he's like clearly pushing into the Riichi. And
Hmm.
the Riichi can obviously deal it naturally.
Yeah, but
Also
I think that
the open Riichi
supports.
doesn't create any extra value here unless you flip Ura or hit Ipatsu.
Oh, that's a good
Oh, but
point. I
he's
didn't
gonna open
count that.
Riichi
Oh, he's
anyway.
gonna do it anyways. All
Yeah,
right.
Stand clear of the open reach.
Just gotta
yeah.
believe
The
in his
the
team,
two
though.
Han is relevant if you get one extra from like Sumo or Ipatsu or Ura one. So
Yeah,
yeah, definitely
and
a surprise that this went to such a hotly contested three-way fight.
especially from the starting hands, the high pies did not make it look like it was gonna be that way.
Yeah, and it felt like there were a lot of opportunities where somebody had just drawn like one more dangerous tile they could have folded. This is on a knife's edge. I believe, is only one 3P left available because two of them are being used. One in Chris's hand and one in Sam's.
Oh, look at the Suji trap. Now they're definitely dealing to three now, right?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Oh, that might be difficult for Chris because he has to spin it like he didn't almost sumo that.
Yeah, I know. I was like, he thought he drew the tally he wanted,
That is
huh?
potentially one of those live reading tells. Obviously, two
Oh,
people can't defend from you, so it doesn't matter. Oh,
oh,
and Sam will tragically deal into Chris, continuing that dealership. Another conversion for Chris.
yeah, and a
I bel
thankful one too, because like this could have been bad for him.
Yeah, there was a lot of potential for it to go wrong there, but definitely feeling quite good with another big Homba banked under his name.
Yeah, 3K extra on a hand is always really nice, and now it's gonna be 4.5, which is oh boy.
Yeah, now you're really just gunning for whatever you can get at this point. And Sam
hmm
put in a pretty deep hole now. Weibin a lot more comfortable in that second place position.
Honestly, Chris's hand is really decent. You could hard shove Honitsu actually if you really wanted to for
Uh,
some reason,
it looks a
but you
little
don't have
awkward. There's
to.
no shapes in other
Shapes, yeah. Well,
yeah,
the
in
issue is you
other
have so many isolated
suits.
tiles. See? Now there we go.
Yeah, now we could look a little bit more Hanitsu. I like just cutting away the Sozu for now, and then, if you keep drawing opportunities, I wouldn't cut an honor here. Certainly
No, no,
not.
you wouldn't cut an honor. You cut one of your terminals and see how it moves.
This looks kind of nice for Sam. Got an Akka already well incorporated, some Ryanmans, a completed Mensu, and a pair. Oh, and
And
looking
it
good for Weibin as well. Very handsome hand.
hmm
Tanya looking very likely.
Honestly, Michael's hand is probably the weakest of the four somehow, and it's still pretty decent.
I don't know. I'm not in love with Chris's.
You gotta
Like,
believe.
that's certainly an improvement, but I just feel like obviously you can win it because you can just call Chun and like go for cheapness. And
Well,
Weibin actually
all right.
huge advancement there.
Yeah, that's Ishan 10 already, and that's crazy because I think
There's
there's
also Sananko potential there, no?
I'd have to look at it again. I don't think so, but maybe.
because he has the sixes can become Anko in the 6-0. The 4M could become Anko. And the oh, that's good for Sam. Getting another advancement on that already.
Yeah.
Very nice hand. I believe that's Ishan 10.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh,
You
well,
could do
that will kill
Sanonko.
the Sanonko chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Opts not to
And
Riichi.
perfectly fine. A little Shabo action then, right?
Yeah, Shabo action. You got good upgrades. Oh, did he Riichi? No, he didn't.
He didn't reach you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
All
no,
right.
no, no.
Scared me for a bit.
Oh,
Oh,
that's very nice for
double.
Chris.
All right, that's just great.
You start going Honitsu now.
Maybe. I mean, it's still 4.5k for free.
Yeah, Wei has some good upgrades there. There's like, if you draw, like most Sozu give you a much nicer Tenpai that you would want to Riichi on.
And Chris going open here, so we'll see what he's going to start cutting.
I feel like once you open here, you really want to trend toward Honitsu. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. I mean, there's an option select for cutting one of the honors if you really want to, but yeah, that's a little bit wishy-washy if you try to go that route.
Sam picks up the opportunity for Dora. Will he take the... Yeah, not really a fan of the once cut Kanchan for a Riichi either. I think that's
Yeah,
respectable.
it's gonna be really upsetting if he draws it though and misses his chance on two-sided kind of thing. It's like, whatever.
Well, I mean, that's just Mahjong. That's life. You live with it.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
Mahjong.
Tenpai for Michael, and I think he's just going to Riichi it. Yeah. Got a nice Riichi Pinfu going on. You got 4.5k in the middle. Just put some pressure on.
Chris though has quite a decent ability to fold here. His hand, if he wants, can just fall apart.
Yeah, and I think especially after scoring so much on your dealer turn already, like, it's okay to put it down here.
Yeah,
Sam
there's
in
no
an awkward
reason.
spot, though.
Yeah, there's no reason to try and go for some crazy move and put yourself in negative frames. Just simply block.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Definitely, this is Mahjong is definitely. Oh, Weibin gets a really nice upgrade. That would be
Wow.
Entotsu Sanmenchan for 258S2P. I think
That
this
is
is a
crazy.
brilliant. I think this is an insanely good open Riichi. If he doesn't slam it, I will be very disappointed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's the slam.
Please tell me that he opened.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. There
Yes,
we go.
I love that.
Stand
And now we have to see
clear
if
of
the
the
table
open
can read the
reach.
hand too.
I think I have confidence in them. That's like, as far as complicated weights go, that's like on the easier end of things because it's an Entotsu, which is something that you should theoretically be familiar with.
Chris is not backing down. He's just shoving along. He just called again. So we'll see what happens.
I don't love calling deeper here, just because it's like open Riichi.
Oh, poor
Okay,
Michael.
well, Michael's just gonna pay the price for that one. No Ura for Wei, so just Riichi Tanyao, Pinfu, Dora.
Still pretty good.
Which is, still Mongon, still plus 45, so devastating hand in Michael's point situation, but
You know what actually would happen there is Chris called because he knew that the tile would go to, Michael. He's like,
yeah.
perfect plan. He could read the wall.
Okay, yeah. I see the vision. I understand. Yeah, so a nice 12.5 into Wei's pocket there.
And now we have rotated dealers, so Homba is no more, and we're also in the South round, so that's exciting. And our dealer even has pair of Souths.
Yeah, Parrot South, Anko 1M, some decent Rionmans.
Yeah.
Completed Mensu. Sam's got a
Yeah,
lot going on in
wow.
this hand that looks pretty good.
I mean, we
Dora
call the
acceptance
Souths
as well.
Yeah, if we call the Souths, we'll just be happy.
I don't know about that. I feel like maybe we want to go for more.
Well, yeah, but I mean, how do you build an
Obviously,
empire
you
but
can
drop one
take
little brick? Yeah.
you take what you can get, but like, I think that at least to start things off here, when you're so far behind second place and this is like your last dealership chance, you want to look for a little more.
That is true. Oh, that 4 pickup though does
Yeah,
kind of help
5
for a little
flows
bit
out.
more.
Yeah, maybe we're looking into like a theoretical Sanonko here. Like we would reject initial Tenpai and then try and go for something like that.
And double of ones, or sorry, yeah, pair of one so's now in Michael's hand. So quite a few doubles, we might see Chi-Toy if things go that way.
I don't think anybody's hand is so laden down with pairs that it would go in that direction. Oh,
Oh,
okay, picks up the
triple
Anko. So now
stout.
we do have Ryanman Tenpai as the dealer in the first
Good.
row. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna reach it. We're gonna win this hand and then win the next one.
Easy peasies. 5-8 Manzu weight.
Yeah. And honestly, with the South Anko completing there, like if it was the 4 Anko, I would be maybe a little bit upset and like maybe reject the Tenpai, try and go for like some nonsense. But with the South Anko there, Riichi South as the dealer has a lot of potential.
That it does. And is this a 50 fu hand on Roln? I could be wrong.
So it's 8 fu from each. So that'd be 16. Yes, it would be 50 fu. And I
Yeah, that'd be
believe
quite
the
nice.
con potential. Oh no, the con potential is dead for both, unfortunately. So
Yeah.
we will not be seeing any like monster two-han crazy fu with a terminal con.
Yeah. I'm just saying if Michael wants to put himself back in the wall, I'd allow it.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
I think Mahjong would really benefit from a Settlers of Catan trading mechanic if you just wanted to give someone a con.
Yeah. Or we could like, maybe it would be fun to run like a cheating Ari league on camera.
That would be kind of funny. Hey, Michael drew an improvement on the 1, 2, 3, so that's nice.
It would certainly be interesting to see like how alert the players would become.
I played a few games where we were intentionally cheating and seeing if we could catch each other. It was pretty fun. It's not a bad time.
Yeah, it might be hard to sell a serious league on that though.
Yeah, probably so.
Obviously, we do have some crazy rules here to begin with Big Hamba and all that. So hopefully that's enough of a draw from a spectator standpoint.
I'm just happy that double sixes, or not double. Well, there's actually 2 pairs of 2 6s. So
Yeah, looking like very awkward here for Chris. You kind of want to just keep pushing because it's hard to defend, but you also have so many points that it just doesn't really make sense not to fold.
And Sam is so far back that you're like, well, if they win one hand, honestly, is it that bad for you? I'd say no.
Yeah, it's definitely more of a catastrophe if you force it, deal in, and then you deal into a dealer hand from first. Then you're like in the thick of it with Wei. Then he wins another hand, and then suddenly the game's close. Just not a
Yeah,
situation
no.
you want to be. Oh, that's Chi-Toy
Hey,
Tenpai though.
Chi-Toy Tenpai though, so never mind.
Let's see if he's gonna go for it. Is that also Tanya or no? Oh, that is Tanya Chi-Toy.
Yeah, it's Tanya Chi-Toy on the 7-so.
All right, and we're not going to end up reaching on that.
No. That is a improvement for Wei if they so take it. Gonna cut the
I think
so though.
Wei is just folding. That is a deal in tile for Michael. I think he's very unlikely to drop it here though. Just wants to fold and be done with it. Obviously, you need to score points from that position, but you also need to mitigate damage.
Ooh, Sam building the Suji trap for Chris.
Yeah, this could really work in Chris's favor because there are some difficult folds at the table going on. If it came down to it, I think the 7-so might flow out fairly easily here.
Don't you love it when your opponent builds you your own Suji trap? You're like, wow.
Yeah, it's a great feeling.
Second to you just switch your weight to the like Genbutsu tile from the person who just reached. You're like, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, you're loving life. The other thing that I will say for Chris here is that I think he has a pretty decent escape route if he draws anything too suspicious, because he does have the Nakasuji 6M pair to cut.
That is
if it gets really really thick and ugly.
Yeah.
Another deal in tile for Michael, but he's already shown his willingness to fold here, and I think he'll find a good path away from this.
He might actually get to that Chi-Toy that I dreamt that he might.
Yeah, directly safe, so he can just cut that back. I believe that was the Riichi tile. It was. One thing that I'm very glad for this game is it feels like we've had a lot of fights.
This has been
just like watching 3 people fold and sumoing. Oh, well, there's Chi-Toy Tenpai for Michael.
And you doubted me.
The Shun is a pretty good weight, no?
I mean,
Oh no,
he
just
goes on the
opposite Dama.
4. Yeah. I mean, the issue is I don't even know if you want to win if you see it because it's just so low value.
I mean, it's cheap, but like your dealership's still coming up.
That's
Like,
true. That's true.
just make it to your dealership. Try and pull a miracle there. Ooh, nice dodge from Chris.
The
What did I
tune.
tell
No.
you? What did I tell you?
Could have Ipatsu sumoed.
Well, Ipatsu runned, but
Oh yeah, Ipatsu rolled. Not sumo.
Sam's weight is really just disappearing right now. There is not really much option left for it. I think the Akka
Yeah.
is still in the wall though, so he could
He could hit
zoom
big.
big.
This is kind of crazy because like it's a two-sided turn 3 Riichi. These
Yeah,
things like
not even
what?
like an overlapping Rionman or anything either.
Yeah, it's very strange for this to kind of get this far in the tank. Ooh, triple twos for Michael. Technically, could do Kansai if they really want to.
Yeah, it also gives you the upgrade to Suanko potentially, but I don't think he does that.
Oh yeah, just
Yeah,
Katagiri
Katagiri.
instead.
I think that
Yeah.
makes more sense.
I thought he was about to from his hand going over there. I was like, whoa, whoa.
Yeah. No, I think that's a much more reasonable course of action. And yeah, I think it's just 2 5s left available for
Yeah,
the.
and who knows where they could be? They could be dead wall for all we know.
Yeah, obviously that is always a possibility.
You never
Now,
know how the game's going to shake out with those 14 dead tiles.
yes, it does add a nice, much needed, I think, variance that prevents you from having perfect tile counting information. This is making it really hard to fold for Wei. Because just a
Yeah,
lot of like onkos and pairs that are very hard to cut in the moment. Yeah,
that's the
9
nines.
so
Yeah.
is reasonable there.
And
Ah,
we
would
got
have
the
assumed
Kansai.
the Kansai. Would have assumed the Kansai. Oh,
Dang.
brutal.
You hate to see it. That's wild.
Yeah, also frustrating because I know that the destroyer's captain is a big. Oh, and that will be
Well,
Ron from Michael. Very
yeah,
nice
that I
Dama
will.
Chitoy. Not worth a whole lot, but
No.
at least
Still,
it's something. It gets someone off your. It gets your direct score competitor off their dealership, and gives you a way to at least avoid last.
which is a pretty big deal because, like, obviously you don't want last place. It goes without saying.
Yeah, it's very devastating. This rule set 30-10 Uma plus Oka means that you're minus 35, disregarding how many points you lost in the game. So,
I will say though, for the Opie Dopes, they're loving this situation because the
oh yeah,
Falcons and the Doranekos, their competitors are
yeah, they're just
both losing
really
right now.
like pummeling their competition, and now like putting the Penguins as their closest opposition, which is still very far way back.
Yeah. It's crazy. I I don't know what to do like mentally in this kind of situation. It's very hard to keep yourself optimistic, but you have to.
Hmm. Yeah. It's one of those things where you just kind of have to say, my dealership is still coming. I just have to run it as hard as I possibly can once it gets to me, and pray that it's enough.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if
Even
you're talking about true despair here, it's Sam. Like,
yeah, Sam's is in a really odd spot.
no prospects, no dealership, not enough time to make this comeback. Got to do
The
something like heroic.
the thought here you could think of, at least for Michael, is even if they don't clutch their dealership, they really just need about 8K to really contest second. So like that's not too hard to say even in Cell 4.
Yeah, I mean, you're like 12-ish K back from Sam, so that's
Yeah.
very possible with one or even two hands.
Exactly.
Oh, and it looks like we did get results from the off-stream table. Eric taking a very nice first, 54.2 for plus 69.2. Kevin coming in second with a 2900 for plus 4. Pio coming in third for 1900 minus 26. And Julian taking a fourth for minus 47. So a very rough session for the Destroyers overall.
Yeah, that does what it seems to be. Very unfortunate, but it's not the last week, so they can still obviously come
Oh,
back,
yeah, I mean,
especially with like hands that Pio was showing earlier.
yeah, I mean, as Pio showed us earlier, you can get plus 100 in a single game. Like, if it really goes your way, there's really almost no score cap. And we still have a whole back half of the season to play. So while it may be rough to be a destroyer or one of their fans at the moment, there's still plenty of opportunity for them to come back. This is a really nice shape for Michael.
It is a nice shape for Michael. But I just can't help but enjoy Chris's 1M Anko. I don't know why. This hand's not that good, and my brain's like, oh, this is pleasant.
Yeah, it looks a little nicer than it is. You have the Dora. Sam with another Akka, but not huge potential there. Not the type of hand that
No.
can turn around the game for him.
It really just looks like probably Wei and Michael's hands are going to be like the real contesters here.
Yeah, much better chances for both of them. Closer to having Yaku value and better shapes.
hmm And honestly, that's probably what you don't want to hear if you're Chris. Oh, great, Haku. But it's already been once cut, so we might not see it ever again.
Yeah, very easy for that last one to be deadwalled. An improvement for Wei, but not the best one, so could get in trouble. I think I still like Michael's hand the most here, like by a pretty wide margin.
Yeah, and that would make the fight for third really hotly contested.
Yeah, the only awkwardness is though if it loses the Tanyao by picking up like the 9p, that could be very unfortunate.
Just a smidgen. And there goes out the 4 from Chris, so gonna kill basically the concepts of inner Manzu.
Yeah, nice Ryan Cotton pickup though for Upper Pinzu, so a little bit extra acceptance there.
And Wei's hand keeps on trucking. That 3 pickup is actually quite nice. Oh, that's 6 though for Michael.
That's
Holy.
huge, very big fill. Probably cut the Tuso here because the 5 is.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
actually, the 5. Okay, I should disclaim that the 5 is technically the more efficient play there. Uh, and also can lead to Dora acceptance. So
Hmm. Yeah, but also so does the 5 because you could technically get a Aka Tonki, right?
well, yeah, Akka
Yeah.
Tonki is good, but all the one so are Dora, and only one of the 5 sos is Dora. So
You just gotta believe in that one chance. Come on.
playing the odds a little bit there.
Yeah. 6 pickup for Wei, which gives us a double, which actually helps the hand
Yeah, that
tremendously.
moves it
Into Ishan
along
10, right?
and
Yeah.
gives you a nice floater in Pinzu if you want to potentially upgrade away. Opts for the safety over the door acceptance. I think that's very reasonable.
Wow, good pickup for Chris. Fixing that 1-2 shape to have the 3.
Yeah, good fill. And now you can cut the 7 away, and you're left with decent final shape. You've got a pair candidate and 2 Mensu candidates.
Mm. Yeah, we already cut the 2. No reason to hold the 4.
The one thing that's very awkward here for Weibin is the density of 8-so in Michael's hand is really making it challenging for him to proceed forward.
Yeah, it's going to be a little clunky. Sam getting a little bit of an improvement with the 3P is a little bit helpful. Finally cut the other white.
Yeah, the pair is nice, but it's not his best pair.
All
Yeah,
right,
so
we
that
have a
would be
Riichi slam.
play. The question is, would Michael, if he drew the last 8-so, con not from Tempai?
That is a great question I didn't think about. I don't know.
I think, well, obviously, I think I would here because I'm so deep in the hole, and there's so much to make up. I'm thinking, let's go gambling, folks. Like,
That's true, but we support Kenko Mahjong around here. No gambling.
yeah. But let's flip some coins. We're already down. Oh, that's a nice Ryanman improvement for Chris, but maybe the 4-so is a little hard to push here.
4
Yeah,
dot
opts
instead
not to
makes perfect
immediately.
sense.
Wants the Tempai first before he's willing to push such a dangerous tile.
Yeah, and Chris, of course, has enough funds in the bank that he can kind of just play a little bit with dealing in.
Yeah, folding till the end of the game is not unreasonable for him.
Yeah, it's not
As
too
long
shabby.
as the one problem is that you do kind of want to contest this hand specifically because it's Weibin's dealership. If you can get him off of that, then that really just sends you down the home stretch.
That is true. After all, he is your competitor for first, and you don't want to give up first.
This is a really tough defensive choice here. Nothing directly safe. Into the dealer Riichi against your score competitor. What's the play? Just keep
That's the
pushing.
two. Yep, just keep pushing. Just keep swimming.
Yeah. A lot of awkward scenes for Sam if he wants to make Tempai here.
This is gonna become a very strange third line competition. I feel like because no one should deal in, so no
Yeah,
matter how much people struggle, it's gonna just keep progressing.
it is difficult for anyone to deal in because there is a lot of general like 8-so acceptance around the table. I think, funnily enough, actually, the person who's most in danger would be Michael, despite his ability to con. But now that he's reached Tempai, I think that danger disappears entirely
Hmm.
because, you're in last place. You just open Riichi shove here.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think you just open Riichi here because why not?
Yeah,
It's
open
really
Riichi
good.
Tanya. Yeah,
Yeah, there we go.
and like
Stand clear of the open reach.
now Waven sees the writing on the wall. The wait is hard to win.
Yeah,
Very difficult to
he,
sumo.
he sees that he's like, wait, that's not. No, those are mine.
Yeah, so now you got to be pretty scared from
Hey,
Way's seat.
if Michael Khan's here, do we consider it an open con now?
No,
I'm kidding.
Waybin would be truly, truly screwed if Michael gets the opportunity to con here.
Yeah, I mean, and of course he would if he got the option select too.
Yeah, Sam again making another tough decision. Like the Mawashi there is just not going very well.
Oh my
Oh,
lord!
oh,
It's
and
the
Waybin's weight is
con!
completely dead. Light reaction there. It's
That's
possible to see what. Yeah, okay, 6-so new Dora.
that's
So,
wild.
but Chris onkoing that. That
Yeah.
can, yeah, that can lead to a nice Mawashi Tempai.
I feel like I did commentator's curse there right there. I feel terrible.
The one saving grace here is it's very hard to deal in to Michael because of that onko of 5p in Chris's hand.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say I was like, well, he's open, so yeah, but
Well,
yes,
no,
because of
I mean,
that, yeah. I get for
like
Sam, I
for
mean for
Waybin,
Way, yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
for Wayman,
difficult to draw tiles that deal in here.
yes. Which
There's only
thankfully
two.
for them.
Oh, but he still
Oh
manages to do it.
well,
I am
I
so
commentated
sorry.
cursed, and then you commentated cursed, so it's all fine.
Okay, so no Ura there. So that's just gonna be
No,
open Riichi Tanyao. But
yeah, with
that's
16 foo on top, which
yeah,
is
so that
quite
would be
nice.
50 Fu. So that's 350 is 64 non-dealer.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean that brings him halfway there to catching up with Sam. That's a huge payday.
Yeah,
And now that opens a real opportunity if Michael, even if Michael doesn't clutch his dealership here, even if Michael, like, as long as Michael doesn't get badly Oyakabari'd here, and as long as Sam doesn't win this next hand, even if the dealership goes poorly, there's a condition for Gyakten from last to second. Sorry, last to third.
I do wonder now. The difference between Way and Chris is like almost it is 30K.
Yeah.
At this point, you gotta consider Shashikomiing at this junction now too. You're like, well, I can just move the game along. I have the points. I'm allowed to do so.
Yeah, I mean, I could also just see like high priority for the rest of the game. Like,
Yeah, that's also
ob-
a very valid strat. Yeah.
obviously you can't like fold too hard because you do need somebody to kick Michael off the dealership. But I think that once you get to your own dealership, you're just gonna high priority. Like, cause
No, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, I'm just a big believer in the rest of the table, and we're like, when I get in a good position, I'm like, well, these people have to fight over these positions. I truly don't have to do anything, right?
yeah. Well, I mean, I think Sam especially is gonna be really under the pressure to win this hand, and there is the
Yeah,
Hatsu to call, but beyond that, the shapes behind it aren't great. Uh, like Sam has kind of big pressure to win here. You need to neutralize that Michael dealership, but Michael
yeah,
has some pretty decent chances here.
yeah. Though it doesn't look like the most expensive of hands, but it's still fine.
Well, yeah, it's not going to be crazy expensive, but you get the little bit of bonus points because you're the dealer, and maybe that's just and again, it's thin margins here. It is thin margins.
It's true. It's true. one pickup for Michael is kind of interesting. Like, yeah, why not?
It's a little awkward. I mean, it
yeah, but if
does
you,
reinforce your shapes, so
yeah,
don't complain too much. But it is
yeah,
like not the most comfortable like extra tile to have in hand.
if they had kept the South, they could have leaned towards Toy, but it's perfectly fine that they didn't.
I don't love the Toy personally here. It's just like without the immediate Yakuhai and like the rest of like having the 3s and 7s just makes the rest of the Toy so hard to call behind it, even if you did have the Yakuhai.
Exactly. Yeah.
There we go. Nice
Ooh,
Dora pickup.
yeah. Chris is super happy with this hand right now, I'd say.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'm just like a huge coward talking about how you can just kind of fold away from this position. Chris plays powerful mahjong. Chris will use
Yes.
that powerful mahjong to win another big hand, knock Michael off of his dealership, and then ascend to his rightful place in
Yes.
in South 4.
Yep. On the blood of his victims.
Nice Tanya shift. So making that a callable reality with 2 Dora as well.
Mm-hmm. Also, not Michael. Yeah, Michael's hand is actually shifting quite towards Chitoy, so we'll see if that actually solidifies or not.
Yeah, I think taking the Chitoy does make sense. The blocks are pretty weird overall.
Oh,
And
unfortunate.
yeah. Well, I mean that's just hard to know. And but that does feed Chris
Yeah, that
another
does feed
tile,
Chris. That's the
which
real
is
shame.
the real shame.
Not Tempai yet, though. Ishanten.
Yeah. It's a weird Ishanten too. Yeah,
I
you
kind of
just
like
kind of.
this, yeah.
Yeah, I think that makes sense because now you keep like pawn 10 as intact as possible.
I mean, if I was Michael, I'd actually be quite upset. I see him open twice. I'm like, this is my dealership. Please slow down.
I mean, you can't be too mad about it. It's just like game theory optimal. He's already in first. He has a sizable lead. There's a lot of value that he extracts by just simply, calling down for Tanya nothing, even though this happens to be Tanya Dora.
Exactly. And Wei also now pushing. Wei doesn't gain too much from winning this hand, just a little smattering of points. But
Well, I mean, a little bit of points and like confirming your second by like killing the dealership of your score competitor can definitely be enough here.
Mm-hmm. I mean, would you call them your score competitor when they're 31k away from? But I don't know.
Well, yes, I mean that is the most competitive difference in this game. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I guess that is true. Yeah.
It's
I just
not
realized
like
that Michael and Chris are both 31k away from Wei. I just realized I was like, wait a second.
Oh yeah, that's
ambiguous.
Huh.
That is ambiguous of who I was talking about for a second. I was like, oh wait a second.
Yeah, no, but it's the person with the dealership, so you have to respect that a little bit. And looks like
Yeah,
Sam might
true.
also be shifting towards the Chitoy here.
Yeah. I mean,
we've been making progress on his Tanya.
oh yeah, there's
that will
another
be Chitoy
one.
Tempai for Michael.
I imagine on the tune.
Riichi waiting on the tune here looks pretty good.
Can't say I hate it. I do enjoy like it. This is of course just 3 Han, 25 Fu, so
puts a ton of pressure on Chris though. A couple of calls open. Doesn't want to deal in here because getting closer to Weibin, even if it's only the one hand that he loses here, getting a little bit closer to Weibin is just such a scary condition for him and the Opie Dopes.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, white pickup for Wei. Of course, definitely don't want that. But like, you look at the table, like, is this safe? Yeah, it pushes it.
Also, might be hard to even get Tempai for Chris at this point because the 7p is twice held, but that is a nice upgrade that could maybe tip the needle in your favor.
Yeah, and he takes it, so yeah, it could save his hand, as you say.
Yeah, really just not a...
Oh! Would you con?
Kansai Chitoy.
Oh, you're right. That's just not as fun, though.
What do you mean? It's one of the special rule conditions here at the lovely N League.
Yeah, but you don't get the cool Dora flip. That's the shame.
Yeah. It is a little bit unfortunate, obviously, but I would love to see somebody win a Kansai Chitoy on stream. I do love having that opportunity. Oh wait, no.
Swanko, or at least on yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
That
shame. It makes perfect
that
sense.
makes perfect
but it makes
sense.
me
I get it.
sad.
I get it. Okay.
Not Tenpai yet, but close.
Yeah.
Shonen.
Also, like, Sam has kind of a ton of incentive to, like, try and fight on that access. Because if he can get the Suanko, okay. Well, not okay. Never mind.
Oh well, never mind.
Not looking like it's
all right.
coming together. That's fair.
Never mind. Yeah,
But like, if it did, like, if you draw one more tile there, you start to believe, and then suddenly it's like, oh my god, I have a real chance in this game again.
and that is the dream. Oh, there's the Chun.
Ooh. Chris, can he avoid this one?
It is 0 cut, so it is a little spooky.
Yeah, completely alive Chun here does look quite bad, but yeah, he pushes it,
Comes
he
out.
deals in. Let's see if there's any Ura. There will not be. So
No, lucked out. So just 3 Han, right?
yeah, 325 as dealer is 48, which is
I
not
believe so.
immediately
Yes.
catastrophic,
No,
but could
still quite annoying from Chris's position.
and super annoying for Sam because now Sam has to deal with getting Michael off the dealership, and even if he does that successfully, very serious score competitor in all last.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and
honestly,
another. Ooh, this
wow,
looks good.
Michael's hand is phenomenal.
Wait, hold on. There's a lot going on in that Pinzu. I'd love to see it sorted.
Yeah, and so would Michael. It seems too. He's like, wait a second, I need to look at this.
A lot of Menhon potential here, honestly.
Honestly, yeah, I mean, we're just cutting the bamboo and moving on with our lives, I believe.
Yeah, the only awkward thing is that the pay and the 8P could very easily end up being a weird Shabo.
Oh, I did forget to mention from last hand, there is actually a bounty in play in N League, if you're aware of the system, Damien. And winning on the Chun is one of those bounties. So there you go.
Oh yes, from our
$5.
lovely sponsor Ray. Thanks you, Ray. Shout out for being a Chun enthusiast.
Well, and Chun enthusiasts rise up last hand.
Ooh, that's a good tile. That's what you want
Yeah,
to be seeing.
Yeah, and the 6 goes out. That's a little suspicious if you see it on the table. It was 2 Tadashis, both of a block. You're like, wait, that's really weird.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you should expect weird. Like, at this scoreline, this late in the game, it makes a lot of sense that it's
It's a strange occurrence. Yeah, something's afoot.
The one thing that's like a redeeming factor for getting away from this weirdness is that Chris does have that Chun pair. So there is a real opportunity to just shut it down, get away from the tomfoolery. And Sam's hand is pretty fast too.
Mm-hmm. The only person, I was going to say, the person who's probably got the clunkiest hand despite having double greens is Wei. Because I don't think Michael's just going to toss the green anytime soon.
Yeah, that's definitely going to stay pretty late into the hand. I think for sure. Oh, and Chris rewarded with the pair up of that 5 so. So now has Pawn 10 available.
It's true. The last time Chris went open, though, it did bite him, but I imagine this time it won't do so much.
Yeah, but when you can get the Tenpai like so quickly, it's like
Yeah.
you just take it.
Isn't it fun to draw just straight Sozu when you're going Honitsu?
Yeah, that's kind of rough. Another Dora picked up, but you probably just cut it. You don't need the value, and you'd rather that other... Oh, no, that's not the Dora. That's another 1-so Dora.
Yeah.
My bad.
Okay.
Eyesight failing me. I thought it was an 8-pin across the table.
Yeah. It's the screaming bird, if it helps.
I feel that bird. I'm screaming too.
Yeah. Ooh, 2 pickup. Not helpful in any way, shape, or form either. You'd wish it was a 2-dot.
Tragic for Michael. Unfortunately, it does not look like the table is going to give him quite as much time as I was afforded when I hit the San Baimon for my mention. Because a lot faster looking hands on the other side of the table. But I definitely feel the pain of just like opening the most nuts Sozu High of all time. In his case, Pinzu High Pi of all time. And then just like not getting the upgrades.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I feel that.
He's like, ah!
Yeah. That's rough, buddy. That's rough.
You should have just drawn from a different wall, Michael. You were about to. Just do it.
You're about to do the right thing. That was a good play. If they had let you get away with it, it would have been genius.
Yeah, like if they don't call you, they can't stop you.
Yeah, and widens the Ishan 10 here for Chris.
And is Wei going for an Atazuke open?
Yeah, I could definitely see that because the Hatsu can also come out of this hand, and it could end up being Tanyao.
Yeah. Makes sense. And the call, of course, gives Michael not
What
a
can you even
Pinzu.
say? The
Yeah.
flow is just not working with this man. Really tragic.
I mean, the only bright side is even if they don't win this hand, next hand they're still very close to Sam, most likely.
Yeah, Sam definitely doesn't look like the person who's most likely to win this hand at this point. But when you're there we go. That's what
Oh,
we're looking
finally!
for.
I believe the green will come out, and Wei will get their greens, though.
Not the most effective Pinzu tile, unfortunately.
Yeah, we'd really like something like the 2 or the 4, right?
You do have so many tiles that you can pawn for Tenpai, though, at the very least. And Wei is not Tenpai yet, so not the end of the world.
No.
Yeah, you can pawn, I think, 3, 6, North, and 8p? Oh, no. No, that's not correct.
Oh, but wait, I think you could pull in the 8p, it just be... Oh, there
There's
is
the
a
Riichi
Riichi from Sam.
That is a lot of
At-
pressure on Michael.
It's a 2-5 so weight to my memory.
Yes, that sounds correct. Hard to deal this Dora immediately into the Riichi.
Yeah.
Sodagawa to the 3, but that doesn't really mean much.
Now, the real question is, what
Willing
does
to push it,
Michael
though.
do here?
Willing to push
Like,
it.
he doesn't have... Oh, he
There's the North.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard to say no to push, right?
So, sorry, wait. I'm just trying to read this. What's the best way to continue here? Because
Is it
789
9?
has to be a block.
No, you could do 6,
no.
8, or 6, 7, 8. You don't have to use the 9.
Yeah, 6, 7, 8, 8, 8, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, so you can go 8, 8, 3, 3.
Yeah, I think that's the best routing. I could be wrong.
Yeah, no, that I think I definitely agree with that because that gives you the most upgrades. You'd probably want to Dama it though.
Yeah, I think so too. But I mean, if you do chase, you got to chase. Like, if you are gonna Riichi later, you probably just Riichi now. Like, if you're
No. I think that the Dama, at least for now, with the Menhon, because Menhon is already enough like value as dealer to like push you in a much better spot, and then you open yourself up to so many upgrades.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if you don't hit the upgrade, you just don't you don't Riichi. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah. But like, yeah, as soon as you hit the upgrade, immediate Riichi chase. But I think that I agree that your 9p cut makes the most sense.
Yeah. And if like we get to the third line, don't Riichi if the hand's the same. Just stay
Is it
true.
wider than that if you cut the 9p? Because if you read it as... Oh no, it's also con 5p as well, right? Like Conchan 5p. If you cut the 9?
You're right. Yeah, you're right. And it's still gonna be a Dama though. So that is what it's gonna be.
It's a 3-sided weight, but it's not a great 3-sided weight, so I can definitely see the Dama.
Yeah. And I mean, they'll be very happy to take it if it comes out.
Okay, with that call coming out, I think maybe... So this is kind of weird, but now that you know that there's another person in play who's actively pushing their hand... Oh, wait, Chris has to deal in if he wants to make Tenpai here.
No, he doesn't.
No?
He
Well,
decides... Yeah.
Oh,
see,
yeah. Sorry, no.
I
was not conceptualizing that correctly.
Actually, wait, he could have conned the North, but
He could have gone the North, but I think
definitely shouldn't.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Just be
not an improvement in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, that would just be con 2p. So you just throw that back.
Yeah, not very pleasant.
Honestly, with that call, I think you Riichi, because now you know that there are 2 customers. So now your kind of crappy 3-sided weight maybe looks a little bit better.
Yeah, I can understand that mentality.
The only problem is that you're really stepping on your own toes just so much. Like, you're holding so much of your own weight.
I'm just banking on him drawing it. That's just what's going to happen. It's going to be great.
The big problem here is that I think that 1p... Oh, nice sumo. Very nice sumo.
Yeah, very nice sumo. Yeah, I was like, he's got to think for a second, and good thing to think.
Yeah. So, sumo mention is going to be 4k all, which becomes 4.5 all with the big combo.
And that's huge. Actually, now he's starting to compete against Wei, so that's very scary.
That is a really, really necessary hand for the Falcons if they want to have any footing in this game.
And also very annoying to Chris because now Chris drops below 60 and now down like the mortals in 50K.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not that mortal, because if you can get Michael off the dealership relatively cleanly, as long as Waben isn't winning a big hand, you still have a very comfortable cushion.
Yeah. Just a few sticks switching out here. Sometimes it does get a little bit complicated to make sure everyone gets the right
Yeah,
change.
making
They
sure
can
that you have
still
enough
have,
change, especially in these low point games where like somebody's really close to busting.
yeah, and you're like,
Like,
well, they need to have a Riichi stick, etc.
yeah, figuring out the allocation can definitely be tough.
It's a little nicer on the auto table because you don't need to have hundreds to symbolize the Homba, so that's kind of nice.
Yes, certainly, certainly. Okay, that's looking like a South Dora, so this could be
Wow,
a
that's
very
just
explosive round. Oh, and
triple
Hatsu
green out the
Anko.
grate. Yeah.
Ooh, and okay, I'm not gonna say go for it, but like you see some dragons in your hand.
Oh, the fill immediate too?
Okay, that's
Crazy.
nice. That's nice. That's real nice.
I
Maybe
didn't
we
cut the
cut
dragon.
8-so.
8 or
Maybe
dragons.
we cut 8-so just to see.
Oh, that 8. That
I
is
like
surprising
that
to
a
me.
little bit less because I
Yeah,
think
I think
that
8's so, right?
that loses your ability to like fill in the 7p as well for like a really nice like three-sided shape.
Mhm.
I think that if that's your cut, I would rather cut a dragon.
He could be trying to lean towards Shanshoku more heavily though. So there's that direction.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't love committed Sanshoku when one of my blocks is already Hatsu Anko,
That's fair.
because
That's
then that
fair.
means that your other three blocks have to be exactly those three Sanshoku. Um. Oh, that's an interesting call from Chris. So, what are we? What's the Yaku? Because that was
I th-
not seat wind.
yeah. It was not a seat win. I don't know. We'll check back next time we see his hand. Hopefully, oh, double tune though for way is quite nice.
Yeah. See, that's why I just hate
Yeah.
that. Because
Now
now,
we're very
if we had cut a
sad.
dragon or if we had cut the 8-so, we would be so much happier. Yeah, and now we end up cutting the 8-so anyway. That's kind of tragic.
A little bit so. Uh, I don't know what Chris is going for just yet. Maybe hoping to pair up one of those Yakuhai tiles.
Yeah, not exactly seeing the vision on this one, but he does have two Yakuhai tiles that he can pair up. Unfortunately, one is already trapped with Waben. That's a nice fill. I think now we would cut either the Chun or the Haku.
Ooh, gonna keep going for it.
No,
Wow,
okay, we're
he's
really okay. Yeah, we're committed to the Sanchoku idea.
I feel like Pio's on this table, just embodying Michael right now. I'm like,
Yeah, I mean that's not quite the type of greed that I see in PO.
oh,
Like,
really good pickup though for Michael. Look
yeah,
at that.
that's nice, but again, now we're looking at maybe some furry 10 possibilities if that's the pair.
Yeah,
Oh,
possibly.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
just gets away from it. Okay, now we have
And
a
now we're
third
just hoping to
potential.
drag it. We're just trying to grab a dragon. There we go.
Yeah. Sam has
Uh,
got two Onkos right now.
we could get 3, maybe
Yeah,
even
we
4.
we could get three. I would love to see four. Two Yakumons in one day would be something truly special.
Yeah, that'd be a gem and a half.
It would also
I don't
be.
think.
Oh, now you're getting so punished. Why didn't you cut the 4?
Yeah.
No, Michael.
Now
Oh,
we're all sad.
this is watching this hand is so tragic. Yeah, now
At least he
Tenpai for
knows that
Waben on
yeah,
2-5.
it's 2-5
Just
of the
wants to get
Kenku
away from
variety.
this. Just wants to get away from this. That is Tenpai. We can reach
Yeah,
this. I
yeah.
feel like you have to, because like you've killed your Sanchoku. You
It's
don't really
free
have.
10.
Oh, it's furry. Oh
It's
my
free 10 on the
god.
8, so.
Oh my god, Michael, no.
Don't worry, it's just free 10 until you Simo it. It's fine.
That's everything. Everything about this hand is just so tragic. Yeah, we've been looking pretty well positioned to just get away from this dealership and not have to think about this anymore.
Yeah, that's
Are
the
we?
ideal situation for Waben. What?
Are we keeping that 9M?
Oh,
Maybe.
a
What are we?
con?
Not from Tenpai. No Yaku.
No, yeah. Oh,
Oh
drew the Yakuai
no,
pair.
my bad. I'm sorry. I forgot that I'm not good at this game.
Can't you just read
wow.
the con tile pickup? I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, and now you can just pawn Yaku Haidora. Oh my
Whoa,
god,
there's a
Sam,
double
go
for
for it.
Sam.
Go for it. Please. Yes. Oh,
Now
we
we're
got
living the
Suanko
dream.
Ishan 10 for Sam. There is still hope for the Dora Neko yet.
This is truly the dream we all try to live. Oh my.
Yeah, and Michael is just wallowing in the quagmire of sadness.
Not a very good pickup for Chris, but what are you gonna do?
I just kind of wish that we had kept that 9M, you know?
Yeah, I get that. It's a little odd.
Like, I think giving yourself the opportunity to upgrade into maybe something a little bit better. Just, you know.
Not allowed. Only allowed to go for very special hands, such as life. Now that
That's
3
not very good.
could. No, I don't think you want to drop Tempai, but like it could get you out of your bad spot. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like the Tempai is so bad here that maybe you just get rid of it. Like, I think
Yeah,
that 9 so is fine to go here.
yeah. And if you draw the 6 here, it's very interesting.
Ugh. Yeah. Drawing the 6 is, like, still kind of furry 10, though. Ah, that sucks.
Yeah, well, you can still hold the 5. It's fine.
Yeah, and getting the Sononko here isn't enough anyway, so I don't think he would. Oh no, that's
There's the 7
7P.
again.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
not looking like this. Please,
you
yeah,
could.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yes, yes,
Yeah, yeah,
yes.
yeah,
Thank you, thank you, thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yes. I don't know. I might cut 4P right away there.
Oh, double 5s.
Okay.
That's interesting. Is it? Which way do you want to go here now, Sam?
Okay, so if you're suspicious here, if you believe in the concept of the Suji Toitsu, you cut 2P. Sorry, not 2P, 2M, because your 6 is Suji to your 9, and your 2
Mm,
and your 4 is Suji to your 7. Um, if you're less suspicious, you can cut whichever is like most dead looking on the board,
yeah.
which
I
could
mean, the
be
option is never the 6s or the 5s due to the fact that they could still build Ipeco shape. So
yes, yes, and then like it would be furry 10 though.
yeah, furry 10's life sometimes. Hey, another 5. Sure, I guess.
We cut the 4P now.
Probably. The
Huh?
7. We hate the concept of
Huh?
Shanshoku. We hate it out here.
Okay, that I genuinely don't understand. I'm deeply Oh no!
No,
That was
Sam.
the Tempai.
Oh, that's so frustrating. Oh, if only they'd cut the 2. If only they had seen the future.
Okay, Michael is very likely to deal in here. The 2P probably flows out pretty naturally here. Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's just
that's a
gonna be it.
shame.
It would have been nice to at least see this the Suanko Tempai, even if it would not have come to fruition.
Yeah. Well, luckily it's not a very big deal in, but well, it is 2 Homba though, so
Yeah, I mean that makes Weibin a lot more comfortable against Michael, and I think it because of Chris's dealership may give Weibin some real opportunities to Gyakten with a big sumo.
that is true. That's true. Really, just a crying. I mean, it wouldn't have happened, but it would have been really exciting if Sam had gotten that actual Tempai.
Yes, yes. And that, kids, is why you listen to your occult mahjong senpai, Tsuchida-san,
Yeah.
and keep your Suji Toitsu.
Sure, sure, sure. Chris is allowed to, if they so wish, to fold this whole hand out, most likely.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think. Okay, how much sumo pressure does Wei have? Let's see what the Gyakten is. It's it's actually 12k is exactly enough right now because he's 36,400. So Mangan sumo is enough for Wei. So maybe you do have to try and win this hand if you're Chris. And honestly, your hand looks pretty good, so why not
Oh
go
wow,
for
the
it?
hand is actually really good.
Like this
So
is crazy.
The issue is Wei's hand is not very valuable. So like even if he does win, it's not enough.
Yes, yes, it's not enough at the moment. This is just a play to confirm second. But if you are sitting in Chris's seat, even though it's unlikely.
You don't know this yet.
With the oh no, he has a pair. He has a pair of Dora because that's a 5-so indicator, and I believe he has a pair of 6-so.
Oh, does he? Oh, let's
Yeah.
check again.
Yeah, let me see that one more time. But I think he just might have enough value.
Well, if
Or
so,
he can at least
then
it's at
hot
least not
dang.
like terrible to build towards it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if he
I
can
didn't
get
see
the
what the Dora was.
Sanshoku or a third Dora, then he does have everything that he needs. And the 1, 2,
Then
3
yeah,
Sanshoku is like remote. It's pretty far still, but it's like a real possibility.
yeah, that's a real possibility. And if
Ooh,
it's a
but Chris is
possibility,
just
wow.
faster.
Oh
This
my
is
lord.
Tanyao. Very easy to Dama this. And I think I would here. Oh no,
Oh,
just
the
slams it,
Riichi.
Riichi. Very
Honestly,
powerful
very
maneuver.
scary Riichi too, because it's on the 7. You think of the Urasugi 6-3. You're like,
Ooh.
ew.
This is very difficult to not deal in from Sam, but he will defend from the Riichi.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Chris is probably gonna win this hand. This
Oh
6-9 weight
yeah.
is pretty nasty.
I think it's very live in the wall too. There's one 9p on the table,
Yeah.
and then one in Sam's hand, and then I think everything else is available. Oh, and then
And
yeah,
there it
Sam just heals in
goes.
right there. That's
Yeah.
gonna be big from Chris. Not Ipatsu, but Riichi, Dora, or
Pinfu Ura.
no, not Pinfu
Ooh.
because it's an Anko of 5.
Oh,
So that's gonna be
oh yeah, it's an Anko of 5. My mistake.
yeah, Riichi, Dora for 77, I believe here.
Yep. Very chunky and puts them in a situation where Waven needs a lot more to be able to get that first.
Yeah, that is a big pickup for Chris. Really potentially even locking in the first at this point, because now you can fold. I think completely comfortably because 77 is exactly enough to get you over the hump of a big Hamba and the 18k score condition of Haneman Sumo. So now Wei needing to sumo a Baimon to take it down.
So easy. Simply do it.
I mean, look, I'm not saying that I've never done it, but I'm not liking my chances if I'm anybody other than Chris here.
Yeah, it's very difficult to try and get that going.
Yeah, Chris now has the extreme luxury of being able to fold to just about anything.
Mhm.
The awkward thing is this hand is a little hard to fold with from the outset, but just cut your dangerous tiles. You
That and
probably don't even
his
try and win again here.
I was gonna say, and his tiles actually have Dora acceptance too. I'm like, ooh boy, he could just keep
No,
going
no,
if he
no. I mean,
really wanted
on
to.
it, yeah, maybe. Like, what's
Maybe
the
he
harm?
saw, yeah, he saw Pio's performance. He's like, oh, I want to break 100 as well.
Yeah, I like, yeah. I would understand that mentality a lot more from most teams that are not the Opie-Dopes. But,
Yes, they already
I mean,
have such a lead.
well,
So,
honestly, if Chris is going to be drawing effective tiles like that, then maybe I should just shut up and watch him win.
nice pickup though for Wei. Again, that 6-7 doesn't necessarily need the 4 anymore, but you definitely toss the green floater.
Yeah, I mean, you could potentially hold it as a safer tile in the future, but wants to just maximum efficiency. Maybe just get out of this game.
Mm-hmm. It's a real shame here because we're looking at Sam's hand, and I'm like, it's a really nice hand, but like you actually need more than it is currently.
Yeah, I mean, well, the problem is for Sam that he is in an even worse position than Wei, because Baimon Sumo does not get him over Michael at this point.
Which is a very difficult thing to digest. So you got to think to yourself, well, then should I just aim for like crazy Yakumans, or should I just aim for just points to try and
Yeah, I think you just have to do point-based damage mitigation here, unfortunately,
Yeah.
as much as it might sound painful. But no, we're cooking something. Maybe we get the Suanko this time.
Yeah, actually plausible. Also,
Let's
you could
let's
just
stream a little bit. Let's stream a little
just
bit.
stream a little bit, just a smidge.
Okay, Wei. Getting yeah, get rid of that 4 floater. It doesn't do very much here.
Mm-hmm. And Michael going
Jeez,
open
that
for the
Michael.
4.
Yeah, I think willing to get out of this game doesn't really have a score condition that advances him at all.
It does
So
have 3 Han, so it's still nice, still chunky.
yeah, the point loss mitigation here I think makes sense.
I mean, if I was Michael, I'd be really happy. I mean, you dealt in some crazy points, and to get to this position, you feel great.
Yeah, it was a very nice run back on the dealership. Shame that it couldn't go all the way. And honestly, if Michael looks Tempai enough, and you're Chris, maybe you just start trying to deal in.
Yeah, because why not? Also,
Okay, or you
wow.
could just like pick up another crazy, amazing effective tile.
Yeah, why not? I imagine the 1M comes out here. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't really do anything here.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, unless he wants to try and start building Safe Tile City, but I don't think he has
No,
to.
that doesn't look like what he's doing. I think right now he's just gonna try and win the hand and has accepted. That's a nice tempai for Weibin. Gives him the opportunity to Riichi, but like maybe you try and get a little bit more out of this. Maybe you cut the 1-2, so try and get the Sanchoku.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
see
go for
the.
more.
Why not? Dream a little.
Yeah. That you're never gonna Gyokten if you don't try and like, you know, see that which is hard or impossible to see, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You have to take some it takes some real vision when you're in Baimon Sumo or get second place scenarios.
Sometimes you find the lines though, and you're just like you can't help but be impressed with yourselves when you see those lines. You're like, yeah, I could do this. It's
Because
magical.
if you pick up the sevens, if you pick up the 7 and that gets you Pinfu and Sanchoku chance. If you sumo the Sanchoku, then Pinfu Sanchoku sumo is already 4 of your Han.
He does
And
not
that's
reach this,
Tenpai for
right? Do you think he reaches this?
why not Riichi this? Does it change the math on Hanemon Sumo? Does it put
Oh,
him
I
within
don't
that
know.
does it put him within that 19.5 range?
He's dead Damas. No Yaku, so cannot win.
Yeah, no Yaku at the moment, I see. Okay.
Still, a great spot to be in.
Yeah. The one thing that I find kind of weird about the no Yaku Tenpai here is just that and then you have a Dora, so that's 5. Riichi is 6.
Hmm.
Flipper a 2. Maybe Weibin can still do this.
This is Tenpai for Michael
Yeah,
on
Michael
the
will find
7
Tenpai.
so.
Yeah, not gonna go for more here. Makes sense. Just
No, yeah.
move on with your
What?
life.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
everything, not every single one is meant to win.
Such a shame that. I will say though, Chris could technically upgrade his hand to a Shanshoku variation if he so chooses, but I don't know if he will.
Well, but doesn't he just sumo if he gets the Sanchoku variation?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know why he would. It'd be very strange. Hmm. And the 6 pickup for Sam sadly doesn't really help us with our concept of trying to do Swanko or anything of the such.
Yeah, Sam unfortunately just kind of wandering around here. I don't think he's gonna find any sort of line. Riichi Pinfu?
So
No, Up's
yeah,
just Dama Pinfu. Accepting
yeah,
second. I think that's reasonable.
I think so too. I mean, it's fine. And now the real issue is there's 3 Tempais on the table. I mean, one can't win, but if I was Sam, I'd be scared if I knew this.
Yeah. Oh, there's
Oh
the
hey,
Keiko upgrade. Now
why
do we
not?
Riichi?
Nope.
No. Just
Same way.
Ipeiku, Pinfu, Dora.
A little Karagiri action for Michael. Everybody seems to like the Karagiri.
I like the Karagiri idea there from Michael. What I don't like is that he immediately sorted it into the hand. Like if you just
Yeah.
Karagiri there and then like sort of fake a fold by just leaving it on the outside of your hand, maybe you get maybe you get a customer that you weren't going to get either
Mhm.
otherwise.
See, Chris is getting the Shanshoku, maybe 4, 5, 6. We'll see.
I don't want to live in a world where the OP dubs get even more points via Sanchoku. That's just disgusting. Okay, there we go.
Sumo.
Weibin puts it away. It's a shame that he couldn't have gotten the 9M to upgrade that to a Junchan, because then that would have been
Oh, that would have been enough.
that would have been enough to
One-
Riichi and put the game away. I think
Yeah.
for the Sours.
Yeah, because that would have been huge with especially like a Sumo, Riichi, chance for Ura. Who knows what the Ura is? Because if you
Yeah,
could hit any of the Sozu, and that's wild.
yeah. Overall, just a little disappointing to go out that way for Weibin. Honestly, for me, I'm a different kind of beast. 6M Riichi from me personally.
6. Oh man, that's nasty. I like that. That's
Yeah,
fun.
cuz like second is second is very far, like second and third is
It's like
very far
pretty
away.
guaranteed. Yeah.
Let's let's go gambling.
Yeah, let's go gambling. Yeah, I get it. No, I understand. And I mean, it's definitely a thought too, because the Brooklyn Sours are a little bit further down the totem pole than the other 4 people at this table. So you
Yeah.
kind of you want like big juicy hands to try and like get your whole entire team up.
And especially with the weaker performance that the Dora Neko and Falcons had this week, there's like a lot more upset potential for the Sours, but to
Mhm.
like really shoot up that totem pole if they can steal an Opie Dopes first there.
I do not believe those are the updated standings.
Those are not, yeah,
Yeah, yes, yeah.
not yet.
So,
But wow, another huge night for the Opie Dopes. Chris again just really putting the hurt on everybody. 2 firsts today. Absolutely dominating performance. Very impressive stuff.
yeah. Honestly, Chris did a fantastic job. The Opie Dopes still have their commanding lead. We saw some great stuff on table 1 too, and truly gotta say, I'm now a Penguins fan after watching Pio play.
Dude, PO, okay, so PO is very fun to watch, like as an outside observer. For me, as like someone who shares points with him, it's like moderately terrifying, you know?
Mm.
Cuz every hand it's like, "Oh wow, he could really do that." But also there's like uh what if
You're
this
also
goes
like
wrong?
you're like
Like there
just simply take the points we won't.
yeah, there's like
Yeah,
a low grade terror that comes with it as well where it's like, "Oh my god, PO, please." But
I
also at the
understand.
same
I
time, it's
understand.
like when it works out, it's like, oh my god, my captain, this guy's a genius. Nobody does it like he does it.
It's true. He busts a move on the table, and everyone's like, "Hold up! Wow!" They stop for a second. That was some rousing game though, and it went a little bit late into the night. So, but honestly, I was wide awake the whole way through. It was great.
Yes, definitely kept its edge the whole way through, which is surprising given the final scores of both of those tables.
I think it helped, as you were saying earlier. Basically, like, everyone at that table was very aggressive, so it was very exciting the whole way through. No one really let off.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't just aggression though. I feel like people got good opportunities to chase as well, where it was like, they didn't have to push too many dangerous tiles. It was just like had had a lot of like I can chase in this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I think all we're really waiting for to end off the night is just to see updated final standings.
Yep, that's what it indeed seems what it was. And honestly, it was a great time doing commentary for you, Damien. It was a good time.
Yes, it's very nice for me to be able to commentate with such a pillar of the community.
mm,
Someone who
I
does a lot for mahjong on and off the mic.
I would like more pillars to exist.
Yeah, it definitely can be stressful to be one of those supports.
But
All
honestly,
right.
I'm always really thankful that N League exists. I every year it kind of gets bigger, and I hope it just keeps
Oh
getting
yeah,
bigger.
no, it's great content, and I'm so glad that our wonderful league organizer Andres had the idea to make this happen. Just
Mhm.
huge for mahjong content. Like just stepping it up to this level of in-person play makes it really, I think, something special. I'm getting word that our switcher has updated the standings, so next time that rolls around, we'll be able to see where everybody is. And after
That'll be
that
real
final score
exciting.
update, I think that will be us done for the night.
I'd say so. Yeah, not much to us, much more for us to add.
And in any case, before we sign off, do you want to plug yourself anywhere? Like, where can people find you?
People know where to find me. I'm Whale.
That's fair.
Yeah, and if you don't know where to find me, hey, Blue Sky now exists. The Mahjong community seems to slightly be moving over there. So if you're interested in Blue Sky, look over there for Mahjong. How about
Yeah.
yourself, Damien? Do you got anything to shout out? Probably just
Nah, I'm a
Nomi, but who
pretty low
knows?
key person. Shout out Riichi Nomi, greatest mahjong club in America. You know the vibes.
Yeah.
Largest as well.
Yeah,
And shout out to our
yeah.
sponsor, Riichi City, for doing everything that they did for us as a league.
Ooh,
And wow, the
wow.
Opie Dopes really cooking with that 455. They might even break 500.
Yeah, but look at the closeness that is 4th and 5th now too, and the Brooklyn Sours actually jumped up to 3rd, so that's sick.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of fighting still left to be done in the middle of the league, but wow, it feels like first place is just completely untouchable right now.
You got to pray if your other teams that they just take 4th after 4th after 4th from now on.
Yeah, that's really the only chance that anyone has to like make it really competitive is we just need to nope the dopes.
Yep. All right, it's been a wonderful night, and I'm gonna sign off. Thank you all very
Yeah.
much for having me.
Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for coming, and see you back here next week for week. Oh, not next week. Next week is
I was gonna
Thanksgiving.
say, yep.
See you in 2 weeks from now for week 9 of N League, and have a wonderful Thanksgiving to all who celebrate.